Right. I started putting the intro music at the beginning now. It's nice. This song is nice.
What's for the snap? Because you would put the intro music on my snap, so it would just defeat the whole purpose of the snap.
The song will end the second. Now, you want to do snap or you don't care?
No, I do.
I don't think you use the snap. Do you even use? Oh. All right. Oh, that's kind of nice. All right. Andreas.
Yes.
Hell yeah, dude. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
After a beer run and a ciggy, something's happening.
Really?
For us. No, it's fine. All right. We're in. The show has started. This show that I call a show now. And yeah, I'm happy to have our good friend Andreas.
Welcome to the podcast. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
This
Nice.
is like partly like a comedy podcast show, but it's also partly Gabriel introducing me to people that I don't know. And I have to meet them in the moment while we're...
You thought that through. You thought about that joke.
I mean, that's not really a joke. It's really it's how
reality.
it is.
Yeah. Oh, can you turn the AC on?
Yeah.
So this is a new angle for the camera and for the podcast, but I hope this will be like the official place that we record all the episodes going forward. So if you're listening to this,
that would be nice, yeah.
If you're listening to this, nothing changed.
But yeah, you just have to kick out your future wife.
Yeah, from the apartment.
Of her own apartment.
Yeah. Oh, also, can you turn the fan lower? Because like otherwise we're going to hear the...
No worries, man.
We're figuring shit out. I'm
a part-time technician
also,
too.
There's like a screen there for like a projector because the owner of the apartment used to have like a projector for films and stuff.
Projector.
What do you call that?
Oh, projector.
Fuck you, dude. It's making fun of my accent. Making me feel insecure.
No, if people say like that, maybe in the South or something.
I heard Shane Gillis talk about like European comics trying to make it on YouTube and shit. And he was making fun of people doing like a weird accent. And I felt a little...
I just discovered that guy.
Shane Gillis?
Yeah.
Recently?
I heard of him before, but like discovered, like I just found out that he's funny. So now I'm like in...
now you're catching up.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that works because everyone gets into Shane Gillis eventually because he's so undeniably funny, right? Like you cannot deny that the guy is funny. How did you find about him?
I'm getting bombarded like on...
No, I think I got it. Yeah, there it goes.
I don't trust you.
I got it. Now it's a fan mode.
No, I don't want the fan mode. That's what I wanted you to turn down the fan. No, that's you did it.
Unbelievable.
Okay, sorry, Andreas. let's figure out the fan. All right, now there you go. Yeah,
I'm just getting constantly bombarded with like Joe Rogan clips.
And then he's there.
Shane Gillis.
Yeah,
again and again.
Yeah, Shane Gillis is a big comic, but I'm surprised it took you so long to get into his like world. Or you started listening to his podcast or something, or no? Not even that.
No.
Did you watch his special?
Yeah, just yesterday I started watching his special. Before I just see some short clips.
Yeah. It's weird because like he's been around for like 2-3 years as a big name. But it feels like he's like one of the OGs now, but he's not. He's like super new.
No, he's relatively new for me.
He's a baby.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But you should watch his Donald Trump impersonation that he recently did. I love it. Yeah. That's probably my favorite thing that he's done.
Do you know Kill Tony? The
YouTube
I've
show? His Trump's impersonation. Yeah, it's really funny.
It's great, dude. Also, there's a comic from Slovenia, I think it is, that got huge on Kill Tony now. He's a regular on the show. I don't know if it's Slovenia or Estonia. I think Estonia. Yeah, it's Estonia. And he's like huge now. And it's funny because he says that the scene that he's coming from in Estonia is essentially as big as the Madrid scene. Like it's a very small scene. There's like 10 people there doing comedy. And he's so proud of being like huge now.
That doesn't sound too great that the Madrid scene is as big as the Estonian scene.
I guess. I guess it's not great. But no, it just goes to show that I don't think you need a big scene to break big nowadays.
But the Estonian guys, just saw him like 2 days ago, and all of a sudden I get like 20 videos a day. And just boom, boom, boom.
Bombarding.
You have to see this guy.
On Instagram or on YouTube or
Instagram, I think.
Yeah. Do you think the algorithm knows best, or are you feeling overwhelmed by all this bombardment?
Well, both. They know me, but also they want to like they want me to be very
left wing
No,
or right wing?
Right wing.
This
Same here.
propaganda.
They want me to hate trans people for some reason. I don't know why.
I get
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
I get,
yeah.
My YouTube algorithm is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I get like every 2 videos is a Jordan Peterson reel on my YouTube.
I don't know. I think the algorithm knows best. I think it's just reflecting what you guys already are. I don't know.
it is. That
Yeah.
is exactly what it's
Yeah.
doing.
I get
Me in
videos.
5 years.
Yeah, I get videos saying like, "Why are you such a good person?" and like, "How to excel in being so cool" and stuff like that. That's just my type of videos that I get. So I mean, personally,
So, the opposite.
Yeah.
and you're from Sweden, Swedish.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big
Swedish what? Swedish?
Swedish. It's Sweden and Swedish, right?
Yeah. Sverige. Close enough.
Not at all close. No, very far.
I'm a big Base Hunter fan. Do you know who Base Hunter is?
Yeah, I know him.
Who's base hunting?
He's like this techno guy back in the day, like 20 years ago. And
Hunter
mean-
Biden?
Hunter Biden, exactly.
Okay.
I know. He had this one song called and he like opens the song with like Sveri. I guess I just heard what I wanted to hear. Yeah.
Sweden got like I knew of Sweden from PewDiePie, and I think you don't even know who PewDiePie is,
You
right?
knew
Kinda.
of Sweden.
Well,
I didn't know of Sweden.
It didn't
before
exist
PewDiePie,
before.
No, he
I
put it
know
on the map.
about him. He's from my city.
Yeah.
But he's younger than me, and I seen I watched one video of him, but I don't get it.
Yeah,
It's-
I get it because it was
Yeah.
shocking to me that you're older.
Yeah.
Not super old. You're older, but yeah, PewDiePie is more about like the gamer generation that got into like gaming videos and shit like that. But now he's like just a vlogger. He was a vlogger for a while as well.
Yeah. He
Just a
became-
celebrity.
Yeah, he became in love with Japan or something like that.
Yeah,
right?
he moved to Japan and now he's a big fan of Japan, which I
Sweet.
think is fair. A lot of people
Yeah.
are fans of Japan until they move there. They realize it's very racist as a country.
Oh, really?
And they do YouTube videos about how hard it is to live in Japan as a foreigner. That's all the YouTubers that move to Japan to live there. That's the trajectory, you know. Which I think is
Japan
nice.
just had a market meltdown. I don't know if you guys heard.
Really?
Yeah.
United States had one as well.
Because of the United States. Yeah.
Do you know that Pato? Pato is playing around with stocks.
Oh yeah, I decided to invest in stocks right when the whole entire world market crashes. Fucking
It was
great,
hilarious.
dude.
I got to Pato's house the other day, and it was so hot. Like his apartment is facing like the worst part of the sun whenever it's the hottest out. So him and his friend were like sweating on the couch watching like a YouTube live video of 2 people talking about stocks.
Yeah.
And I was asking you guys, well, so are
gets
you guys
very
doing
intense.
well? And you're like, no, we suck.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah.
So what city is that you're from? That you and PewDiePie are from? Your neighbor?
Gothenburg is like the
Okay.
second biggest city in Sweden.
Yeah. Is it in
Yeah.
the south?
Yeah, kind of southwest.
Near Norway, right?
Yeah, it's like
Near Oslo, kind of.
It's like
Relatively.
maybe 3 hours by car. So yeah, it's
That's
quite
pretty close, yeah.
Whenever I mistake that you're from Finland or from Norway or something like that, because I told my brother I'm having a Finnish comedian come to my podcast, and oh no, it's actually Swedish. I feel proud because it means I'm not just racist for black people. I'm also racist for whites, and that's a good feeling to have.
Yeah. I meet a lot of racism here in Madrid. People always think I'm from Switzerland, you know.
Oh yeah.
I was like going to the barber, cutting my hair. It's like, so where in is you from Sweden? Like where? And then, the West. So do you speak French? Switzerland.
Yeah.
But also, yes, I met a guy from Bangladesh once, and I was convinced that Bangladesh was a city inside India, which is very like it's the opposite.
And then you discovered it's like a 200 million plus population.
and they had like a horrible war apparently with India for some few years.
Oh yeah, how did you know that?
I'm probably India has a lot of wars.
Yeah.
And that was awkward, but this is not awkward. This is a fun show, and welcome, Andreas.
Thank you.
Is Andreas a normal name for Swedish?
Yeah,
For
in my
Swedish
generation, it's very very common. Yeah.
It's more of a German name, no? I have a couple of friends from Germany that are Andreas.
Yeah, that's normal there too. I think it's Greek originally.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, cool. Cool.
I think it means like the manly and the brave or something, and I'm nothing on that.
Okay, actually, let me talk about your stand up and your comedy, because I'm a huge fan of your set. I don't think Pato knows this, but the first time I've ever watched English comedy in Madrid was Andreas.
Okay.
He was performing at Punch, at Golfo. They have a comedy night at El Golfo. And about a year and a half ago or 2 years, I went to a show with Barbara and her brother, and you performed. Then this guy that looked like the villain from Aladdin performed as well. He was pretty funny. But you were one of my favorites that night, and I was like, oh, that guy is really funny. You know,
Jafar.
Jafar, yeah, he even had a joke about it.
Damn.
I think he stopped doing comedy, by the way. But your comedy was really fun. But to be honest, like from that time to today, you are like incredibly at a different level. I don't know if that night was a particularly not a great night for you at that time, but like I'm watching your sets recently. You posted one actually from Crack.
Yeah.
The one that you did on Crack, and I send that to everybody because I think it's a really funny set. It's like something I would actually stop to watch if we come up in my reel. The style of comedy and the type of delivery you have, because it's nuanced. You know, you drop a lot of like tags in the middle of jokes, which are pretty funny. And I don't know if that's something like that you developed, or are you more comfortable on stage and being yourself more?
Thanks, man. First,
you're welcome.
This really sounds like an interview too. You're like, you sounds like 5 different questions, and he's like,
"Sorry."
I can see you calculating all of the things that he has.
He's building this like an IKEA
in the
furniture.
beginning, I was more like a one-liner comedian.
Yeah,
but then it's kind of difficult to
keep that up.
No, they're very unpredictable. And it's sometimes like it's going too fast for the people. Feels
okay.
like, so I'm trying to make more little jokes in the same joke.
Yeah, little stories, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. More like bits.
Okay.
And make more jokes.
So those are calculated. Like the tags that you drop in.
Yeah.
They're super well done. I don't know if you saw Pato, but like the one that you're talking about, something about young children, and then you say, do you remember that part where you're talking about jerking off something and then small children? Not like that. You just drop like a little tag that maybe I'm being too specific, but I'm just curious
like
to know.
Talking about porn, maybe.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, it's like what am I saying? Yeah, it's like the internet porn now. How accessible it is.
Yes,
it's crazy, especially like for 13-year-old boys.
Yeah.
Not to look at them, but for them to look. Yeah.
Yeah, that little tag is so delicate. And in the set that you posted on Instagram, I can tell it's like strong because people really are not expecting for that. You know, it's really fun. I don't know. Congratulations on your writing. I think I have a lot of fun. Are you inspired by Louis C.K. a lot, or because I got that feeling, or no?
Yeah, he's one of my favorite comedians for sure. Like, it's difficult to say who I'm inspired by because I'm trying not to be inspired by people, but I think mostly I would say Mitch Hedberg.
Oh, that's what I was gonna. My first guess when you said the one-line thing.
The one-liners. Yeah, but I can see that too. Yeah, in a way. How long have you been performing for?
Like, this is my second year.
Second
in October.
year. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, usually the second year crew in Madrid, they are, better than me. This is essentially what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Makes sense.
Dude, the other day, well, this happened twice and you were performing as well. But sometimes they give me spots for the showcase at the club, which I don't think it's fair. Like, I'm not good yet to do the showcase, but I think it's nice of them to give me.
You are.
I'm okay, but like I can do less time than you guys. And I think it's awesome whenever I'm performing with you, Liam, or like Emily that I've been doing for longer. It's obvious for me that the like intensity of the laughs when you guys perform versus mine is like completely on a different level. But also because I got super nervous whenever I perform to more than like 5 people. I'm used to the open mics, So last time I performed at the showcase, my body couldn't stop vibrating from the nervousness, like a subconscious fear. Yeah.
Oh, your body. I thought... No, that's exactly what you said.
Okay.
Then now I'm not trying to make fun of your accent.
Yeah, you kind of are.
No, but you always get so offended. Like when I just genuinely mishear you.
I don't get offended. I
thought you said your buddy, like in the audience. Like you can see your buddy in the audience that was
trembling.
Was getting nervous for you.
That's
like, what a good friend, No, I'm usually laughing at you when you're bombing.
No, but I can usually tell. But also, you started in Madrid, right?
Yeah.
You perform a couple of times in your hometown, but that's it, right?
Yeah, exactly. Last year, I did my first shows in Sweden in the vacation, and now I went back on a vacation in Sweden. I did some more shows.
How was it?
Was it your first time performing in Swedish?
Yeah, my second.
Second time.
I did the last summer and also this summer, and that's very strange because I'm used to English.
Yeah.
Even though I'm much better in Swedish, obviously. In stand-up, I'm not.
As a language.
Oh, okay.
That completely translates. Yeah, I think that makes sense.
What it really doesn't though, right? It doesn't make sense at all. It's quite the opposite. Why is it like that? Maybe because you've been practicing in English.
Yeah, that's like the biggest reason, I guess, because I know my jokes in English much better, obviously.
Exactly.
But also when I do it in English, I feel like a comedian. Yeah. The jokes I'm doing in Swedish, I feel like myself trying to be a comedian.
Which is shitty. Which is ridiculous.
That's deep.
I think someone told me this once. I don't remember if it was Leo.
I think we've talked about this where like you feel like you have a bit of
freedom
because people know, the audience knows it's not your first language, and so they give you a bit of leeway. But that's what you said.
And the other thing is like he said, like I actually saw this from a comedian from Portugal. He's really funny. I forget his name, but he said he has a joke that's like English for me is my second language, and whenever I tell people I love you in English, it's not as meaningful to me. So I tell like the girls that I'm hanging out with, I love them all the time. It's like, yeah, fuck you, I don't care. It's just a movie language, you know.
Movie language.
Yeah. I mean, I have a girlfriend from other countries who spoke English, and to say I love you in English versus in Swedish is completely different. I don't feel it inside like I do in Swedish. Yeah.
But that completely translates for me too in my job. Like I learn how to work in my area, my day job in Spanish. So when I talk to people what I do in Portuguese, I tend to like mistakenly like drop a few Spanish words in there.
In Portuguese?
I'm explaining to you something in Portuguese and then I drop like a Spanish word to express something from my work. Because my brain is set to that language when I'm talking about work stuff, you know?
To like random people. What, do you work with Portuguese people in your work? Or
yeah, sometimes.
Oh, okay. And that's when it happens?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I talk to
I thought you were like talking about like when your friends back home, you're talking to your friends
that too. Like whenever they ask me something about my job, how is it going? It's going well. And I drop like, instead of database, I say base de datos.
How is it in Portuguese?
Banco.
Banco de datos.
Yeah, like a banco. Yeah. Like a chair of data.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense. It makes a lot more sense to say base.
What about like a bank?
I think that's where it comes from. Yeah. But it's not good enough explanation. It's like a bank of data.
Yeah. Well, maybe the whole comedy thing is also because did you grow up watching comedians in English mostly or in Swedish? Like maybe that's your brain is set for like comedy is mostly in English for you in your life, you know?
Yeah, both, but I would say mostly in English. Yeah. Yeah.
So Mitch Hedberg, how do you pronounce that?
Hedberg.
Hedberg?
Yeah.
No G in there.
I think there is a G, but you don't pronounce it.
Mitch Hedberg.
Mitch Hedberg. Okay. I mean the G's at the end. So there's at least one G.
Yeah. You got comedy in Sweden, so you're 40. You probably didn't get YouTube at the beginning with something else. You look at me like a little shocked. Like, what are you talking about?
No, when I really got into comedy, I was like 25. So then, YouTube was there.
Yeah. Okay. Was comedy okay? So you started liking comedy from 25, but you started performing when you were like 30 plus, right? 35 or 30.
I wanted to do it for many years.
Yeah.
But I was too afraid.
Yeah,
too afraid. I'm kind of shy and reserved to stand in front of a stage trying to learn
an audience.
Make audience laugh.
What compelled you to finally go up there?
Well, I wrote jokes some years before I actually started doing it, so I always wanted to do that to see if my jokes could translate.
Yeah.
And then I had actually given up on that thing. But then I saw a comedy show in El Golfo, and I talked to Mike Diamante afterwards.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mike was performing. Nice.
Yeah, and I'm happy to mention I wrote jokes, and he like offered me like, oh, you can perform at my club maybe. And
I think Mike is one of the nicest guys.
Yeah.
In that sense,
sure.
like he's the most inviting. Of all the hosts.
It was really easy or easier because he helped me so much in the beginning, told me exactly what to expect and stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice, dude. Yeah. That's nice. It's nice that the Madrid, like I say, the Madrid scene does have like levels to it at this point, so you can kind of count on the older generations of comedians to like take you in and help you out. even
Yeah,
now
absolutely.
with the club now. But are you tuning out? Are you thinking about something else completely?
No. There's many things going through my head.
What? Tell us about it.
Are you gonna play one of your new sound effects?
Yeah.
Why are you leaning to? What was that?
I don't know. I just got some random sound.
What the fuck?
I thought it was funny. I got some great new little sounds.
This is like in a feel-good movie.
Yeah.
Or like they're like trying to find something. Oh, I know this one from like YouTube.
This is like, yeah, I think this is like solving a mystery or something.
No, I think it's like background music for YouTube videos. Like
literally, the name of this video is someone is doing something sneaky.
Oh yeah. Oh, it does sound like that.
Yeah, and this song is called like Sneaky Boy. Sneaky background music videos.
It's
which I
interesting
think
how
is funny.
music theory is like that, you know? Like that's why I kind of want to know more about it.
This is like a Sherlock Holmes type. Like I'm smoking a pipe and trying to.
Oh, we've opened the floodgates. Before
That's it.
When I got here, he's like he didn't even talk to me when I arrived. He was just on his computer. He's like, I'm making new sound effects.
And they suck. I now realize they are not as funny as I envisioned them. You know, this is good.
I mean, this is so YouTube. This is so like Gen Z.
You think?
Yeah.
I
But, I mean,
like,
it's fine. I'm not saying. I'm just stating a fact.
this
I'm not saying
brings
it's
me
bad
back
or
to
good.
like video games that are like about like solving a mystery or a puzzle in a mansion, you know, in the manor, and you'd have this song in the background. And you need
Yeah,
to, like,
I imagine two people like sneaking around, and then like you know they're looking for each other, but they keep walking around the same column, so they'll never find each other. That's what I have.
yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? So anyway, Sweden.
Should we try the candies? So Andreas brought us some candies from Sweden, dude.
Oh, okay,
that's awesome.
yeah.
Thank you, by the way. That's very thoughtful.
It's mostly for me. To see your reactions.
Is this the stuff you buy when you go back home to like stack up? Like, I want to have this in my house all the time.
Especially these it's called
Okay.
Djungelvrål. There's something called
Bless you.
Djungelvrål Challenge
Yeah,
for
okay.
like Americans and stuff.
This is like
this is like a
licorice.
challenge. Wait, don't just eat it. Just
Oh, no?
now. I mean, okay. So for the people listening at home, there are 3 Swedish candies in front of
Let's
us.
show the camera.
Yeah. So we have this one is very easy to pronounce.
Jungle Vral.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
Jungle Scream.
Jungle Scream.
Oh, it means
with
jungle
a
scream.
Yeah.
Okay.
with a monkey.
And then we have Turkish
pepper.
Turkish
peppers.
pepper. Abdullah, be careful.
How would you say? Turkisk pepper?
Turkish pepper.
Yeah, I think this is
Pepper.
in Danish or something. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's not
Pepper.
Swedish. And then this one is conveniently called Fizzy Pop. So.
Yeah. I brought
Just
something normal too.
Fizzy pop. Okay, so
that you might like.
let's try the first one. Pato.
what order should we try them in?
We're gonna rate
Yeah,
them.
the Jungle Scream first.
So let's go
For
for,
sure the
Jungle
tr-
Scream.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
I don't like this is like used to be like as an experiment for Americans.
Oh, this is so weird. This is salty.
Fuck,
my
now I
favorite.
have to do it.
I was not expecting salty. Oh my god. Oh, it's gross that I'm biting them in the microphone.
They're usually more salty.
Pato hate it. Pato hates it, dude. Pato. What is going on?
It's getting better.
It gets better.
I think it's getting better.
I like it now. This is equivalent of like black licorice.
Yeah.
Dude, you can get a disease from this. This has too much sodium for sure.
I imagine this is the taste. You know, when there is bubble gum stick under a table, if you take them out and eat it, I think this is what it tastes like.
Well, if I eat too much, my tongue starts to hurt.
That's not a good sign, my brother.
I thought Sweden had good like health
Holy
regulations, but
Christ. I need to wash my mouth with beer. Does
So,
someone can I open this beer?
yeah, go for it. So for the listeners at home, I can describe the taste best as absolute shit.
Wait, let's
No, but it is like just like this really intense salty flavor, and I did not expect
it
that.
tastes like the mouth of a guy that eats too much processed food, you know, and smokes.
How many mouths of guys have you been
Yeah,
in?
exactly.
A few. But this tastes weird.
Why am I still chewing it?
Yeah, it's still there.
Why is it
It
still
doesn't
there?
go away. It's like black tar, you know.
I feel
Oh my
like I
God.
don't want to chew into the mic, you know. Wait, give me a second. I might
Okay.
have to swallow this. It
Yeah.
might stay in my digestive system for
wanna
5 months, though.
I want to clean my palate for the second one. So which one is the second? I think this one is last, no? Because we need the...
Yeah, we can take an easy one in between.
No.
The fizzy pop.
Okay, round 2. Yeah, fizzy pop is obviously gonna be great.
Fizzy pop. Fizzy pop.
Yeah, fizzy pop rocks.
It's a classic
Fizzy
like
pop.
sugar and more sugar. Like this
Yeah.
is you can't lose.
This is the type of shit I would stuff in my mouth as many as I can.
It's like a great movie theater candy.
Okay, that was easy. Last one, Turkish bullshit.
It's Turkish pepper.
All right.
What?
This is what Abdullah grows.
Yeah. This is poop. That's what comes out of his anus.
It's anise.
It's anise. We hate anise, right, Pato?
We hate anise here.
We hate anise here. It's not a anise type of household.
But I think there's a second layer to it because I saw that there was like a three hot symbols. So I assume on the inside.
It's also Swedish, so I feel like 3 hot for Sweden food is like barely 1 to Mexico.
After Jungle Scream, anything's possible.
It's not that bad. It's anise, so I don't like it, but it's not like super spicy. I was also trying to get the monkey one out of my teeth.
Yeah.
It just got off. I just swallowed the first one.
You want it?
Yeah, you.
To bite it.
Yeah, I feel like it.
I'm sorry for all those. Oh, I forgot. I always forget what this like. When you get annoyed at other people chewing, that happens to me. I hate it. So I'm sorry for all those people that are experiencing that right now.
This is a CSI music. I thought it would be funny to drop it at a random
So far,
place.
5 out of 10 for the sound effects.
Yeah, I didn't like it as well. In my head, like I was like, let me try to get the most random sound effects I could find and drop them in random parts of the conversation. Yeah. But mid-conversation, I was like, I have no opportunity
I think
put these sounds in.
It'd have been fine if because they're all the same type of sound effect, you know? Like, you don't have a mamma mia, you know? It's like it's not all just like background music.
No, there's no like context to it. It's just background. It's just to bring out the feeling of a conversation.
By the way, the Turkish pepper I liked. I think I could eat more of those. Those are good.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it out. I don't want to eat it anymore.
Once you get through
it?
What?
Have you bit through?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Once you get through the anise flavor,
you need to bite it.
Yeah.
No.
There's a whole explosion.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god, that's when it got good.
It sucks, dude.
So for the listeners, on the outside, it's an anise flavored, which is black licorice, and on the inside, is anise a word in English as well? I think it is. Yeah. And on the inside, it's I guess
Devil's
kind of a chili.
asshole.
It's not even that bad. It's like a chili.
It reminds me of that Mexican candy.
There's like it's a bit Mexican.
Remember the lollipop that has like 30 different flavors as
and
you go?
I told you not to eat it, and you're like,
that sucks. There's a lollipop from Mexico.
It was such a waste. The lollipop is as big as this microphone.
It's ridiculous.
And I was like, please don't eat it because you're gonna waste it. And he took one fucking bite out of it, and he's like, no.
It sucked. Explain what it is. It's like a multi-layered flavor.
Yeah, I forgot the name of it exactly, but it's kind of hard to explain because the texture of it's not like typical texture. It's kind of like because it's not like this gooey like fizzy pop.
No, it's hard.
It's like a harder,
super
harder texture, and it goes in layers of like
super hard.
kind of rainbowy layers, and then on the very inside, the last layer.
It's like a
this chili explosion.
tomato sauce with chili.
No, it's just a chili.
Retarded. Put that as the last flavor of a candy, dude. It starts as like strawberry, then it goes into like this toxic waste flavor. And then
are you gonna finish this beer?
I wasn't. I was gonna have more wine, but this is a good. I like the first two. Even the first one that's hard to swallow, like I could take it. I understand the appeal of it.
Fizzy pop is definitely not like a party trick. These two are good like
party tricks.
These are Swedish things that you will not try, you know. But
I really like fizzy pop.
It was appreciated for the mouth cleansing capabilities.
Yeah. Mouth cleansing candy.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever had fucking that black thing, truffles?
What, truffles?
Yeah,
sorry, man. I grew up in the slums. I've never even heard of truffles.
You're literally a white Mexican. What are you talking about? No.
Of course I've had a truffle.
Truffle.
I used to have it on my breakfast. White truffles on my breakfast every single morning.
Cereal. Do you ever had a truffle on your like a bullshit fancy restaurant that they have everything with truffle?
Truffle flavored.
Yeah, truffle flavored stuff.
Real,
but that's fine. So my point is, when I eat truffles, it honestly feels like the inside of a person's mouth.
What?
Next time you eat truffles, pay
You just
attention.
described jungle scream.
Yeah, that's
like,
why I remembered. There's a few foods that I have a very honest opinion on, and also brie cheese. Next time you eat brie cheese, and this I need to give my friend in Brazil a shout
Sorry
out.
for Andreas. What is a brie?
Yeah, for me, what is a brie?
It's not a brie cheese. It's a brie, BRIE cheese.
A brie
okay.
cheese. Okay.
Come on, come on now. My accent is not that bad. We literally had Maddie the
I
last
know, I know.
episode.
Dude, you
What
said
are we
a
doing?
brie. You said a
It's a
brie
brie
cheese.
cheese.
You said a brie cheese.
Brie cheese.
Yeah.
Okay. Take us before cutting it. Open up the packet. Sniff it. Cum. It's the same smell as cum.
That's crazy.
If you tell me, oh, I don't know what cum smells like, shut up. We all know.
Like-
we all know the distinct smell of our cum.
Okay, fair point. Yeah, I'm not denying this. But
Yeah.
what I'm saying is that there's like a much easier example. Have you not smelt those flowers on the street? The cum flowers?
Cum flowers?
Have you ever? Do you know the cum
Yeah,
flowers?
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's like, did someone come?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
No
exactly
way.
what you
Yeah,
mean.
there's cum flowers
Oh,
around
I
Madrid.
didn't know that there were cum flowers.
During a certain season, a very
Oh,
special
that's
time
nice.
of the year.
That's nice.
The city is filled with
cum.
yeah.
But next time you eat brie cheese, and for the listeners as well, take a little sniff, and then you'll see it smells like cum. And I made my mom's ex-husband stop eating brie cheese after I told him that he never put another one in his mouth because he's a little bit homophobic.
Yeah.
And also the taste of the mouth of a person from that. Also, next time you have truffles, pay attention.
Dude, I'm never gonna like fall asleep near you again because I just imagine you go up close to my mouth and have like a sniff. Yes.
I have a fiance. I don't need to. What are you talking about?
No, but of a man's mouth.
I never said a man's mouth.
You literally said like the smell of the taste of a man's mouth.
I said a man.
You,
Yeah, I
like
think
multiple
so.
times.
I didn't
A
mean like
guy's
a
mouth.
Yeah.
I think you said.
I
Yeah,
honestly
yeah.
said that. I didn't meant like a guy.
You're just here acting all normal, like it's
Oh,
a
no.
normal thing for people to know.
I meant like a human person in general.
Yeah, that's okay.
You know.
Oh no.
I mean, have you ever heard of a Freudian slip?
Yeah. I had many of those. Last time I lived inside a guy's anus.
You're a therapist.
What else? We got the candy.
So
Done.
Sweden.
So
You know,
Sweden.
I just saw Sweden lose in the finals of table tennis.
Yeah.
Of the Olympic finals of table tennis against China.
It's
Yeah.
a funny sport to be in the finals for.
You know what I was thinking? The name of the sport is funny. It's called table tennis.
It's a very
It's tennis on a table, man.
proper name. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
a
if you make like those tech decks for skate, like with you make that an Olympic sport.
table skateboard.
Yeah, table skateboarding.
Which it would sound proper. It would sound nicer. You know what we call table tennis in Brazil?
Table tennis.
Ping pong. Which I think is a little racist.
No, that's like worldwide, you know.
Oh, ping pong?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's because it's Chinese, no?
I don't know what the origins of ping pong are, but I would like to say it's the name in Chinese, but I also would not like to say that.
Ping pong.
Stop.
Ping pong.
Oh my god.
Is it racist to do the Chinese accent? I feel like it's the one that we can do.
Yeah, you think that's the one that you can do?
Yeah. Until a point.
If you
until
can
we
do
can't.
it really well, then it's fine. Go
It's
for
fine.
it. Yeah, and you do it really well, so I urge you to continue to do it.
Who's angry that I'm imitating Chinese people at this point, you know?
I don't know. We can get a list.
You mentioned before, do you get angry when people mistake you from somewhere else? Do you honestly mind?
No, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Because your
No,
country...
I think it's good because if people mistake Swedes for Swiss people.
Uh-huh.
Because we had a lot of Quran burnings lately. And in Iran, they burned the flag of Switzerland.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So that's only good for us.
Yeah, it's
You
all
know?
good.
Oh man.
Gonna cheer when there's a terrorist attack in
It's a
Zurich.
good mistake to...
Yeah.
I don't get mad.
In Spanish, I guess it's a lot easier to confuse because Suecia and Suiza.
It's very
It's a
fair
lot
to-
closer.
to mess
But
it up.
Americans also confuse it. I know that for a fact. A lot of it in Sweden and Switzerland. are
But
not
Sweden
very
is
close.
very mistakable.
Yeah.
What? What'd you say?
Because Sweden, like, it's easy to mistake Sweden for something else. For me.
Do you think so?
For me, yeah.
Maybe because 4 countries share the same flag but with different colors.
Yeah, that's what I feel. And also, yeah, I don't know, the Nordic countries in general. Even at my job, we have like subsidiaries in each country. And I work in data, so I need to separate them. And whenever we mess up the Nordic countries, everyone's like, oh, no one cares. They're all the same.
Yeah.
Which is, again, a little racist. But it doesn't matter because you're white.
Yeah, the only white here.
You're technically the only white here. He told me that I'm not white technically.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's like an American way of
blue eyes to be white.
True Aryan man.
Yeah,
over
true
here.
Aryan. Yeah. What's the deal with Aryan?
What's the deal with Aryan people?
I was gonna say, what's the deal with Aryan? How did Hitler feel about the Swedish people? He loved them.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Best buds. Everyone knows that.
Nice.
Yeah, we let them use our railroads to get to Norway.
Hell yeah.
And occupy them.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh wow. Oh,
Dude,
okay.
I remember I have a few moments on stage that I feel horrible about. And one of them is when there was this older gentleman from Germany in the crowd. And I asked him where he's from. And he said Germany. And I in my head, I was going to say, thank you for your service, right? Because it's funny. So that alone, I think it would be funny. But I did the Sig Heil.
What? You heiled Hitler instead?
But it wasn't like I knew that was gonna be bad, and it just came out, and I was like, oh no, that makes it worse.
oh no, like
oh no,
get it back. It escaped.
Yeah, and then it wasn't funny. It was just awkward because I pulled out of the joke.
Heil, yeah. And then he heiled back, as you do.
No, he was so mad. I honestly thought that night I was gonna get yelled at.
Dude, that's one of your finest moments, I think. Heiling at a German man.
I thought I was gonna get.
Yeah, but the first joke was really good. Thank
Yeah,
you for
the first
your service.
joke.
Yeah,
So you
I
abandoned
fucked
that
up
for the
that
Sig
joke.
Heil?
I fucked up that joke.
Yeah.
I fucked up that joke.
Because the first joke is just on the line, I think. It's like right there.
Yeah, because it's an American thing to say, so it's funny to say to him, you know. There's so many levels of that joke that is good, and I fucked it up.
Chose
And he
the
was
wrong
so upset. He was there with his granddaughter, and his granddaughter just laughed so much.
Right.
And he didn't. He was mad. Or not. Maybe he was just, he didn't understand what was going on.
how old was he?
Like,
was
close
he 80?
to 90. Yeah, 80. Yeah, he was super old.
Jesus.
I think he was like fucking somewhere else, He was like, what am I doing in Madrid, first of all, in an English comedy club, a bunch of immigrants talking to me, and a Brazilian white kid Sig Heils me. What is going on? Where am I?
Yeah, if he was 90, then he would have been 10 years old, I guess, right? Am I doing the math right?
I have no idea. 40, when did it ended?
Fuck, I don't know.
45.
It ended in 45, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he would have been very young. Young enough to be traumatized by everything.
Yeah.
And then a Brazilian fucker goes up and fucks it all up even worse. But I don't think, I think you're past that. I think you just think,
Yeah. What kind
stupid.
of history does Sweden have with wars? Is it mainly...
Yeah, okay.
But because...
Swedish wars?
Yeah, I know there's a lot of
were-
countries that have a distaste for Swedish people. Mainly Norway and Denmark and
Yeah, in
Finland.
history, the two countries that has most wars is against each other is Sweden and Denmark.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
How come? Don't get
How
sidetracked.
come?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Don't
It's
get
like wars.
sa-
But we hadn't had a war for like 20 years or something.
Okay.
This is ridiculous.
That was my plan all along, was to make this moment ridiculous.
I hope it's recorded on the...
It is. Sometimes it isn't.
Yeah, sometimes it's not.
I noticed. No, but now it is. Yeah.
No, yeah, to this day. I mean, I used to live with a Finnish guy for 3 years.
Oh, no, it's not. It's not.
Yeah, great.
No one's listening to... We were talking about songs. I'm going to try to put them after the fact.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
right.
come on. I fucked up so bad.
Yeah.
What?
Every time I pressed a song, the listener didn't listen to it.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I'd say it's for the best, but...
You know what?
But we've been paying so much attention to those.
Yeah, let's leave a little bit of... Okay, never mind. Back to the Swedish wars.
Yeah, the Swedish wars. So we've been neutral for like 20 years or something until recently. We are in NATO.
NATO.
Yeah. There were like maybe 30% wanted to join, and then Putin invaded Ukraine.
Yeah, that
and
happened
was
very
like
recently.
80%.
Didn't Finland also join NATO?
Yeah. They joined just before us.
Yeah.
They had to.
Yeah.
Wow.
They had to.
Wow. And okay, is this a real thing? It might be another Scandinavian country that does this, but someone recently told me about this thing called Swedish candles that you do when you have guests over. If you have guests over, you light these tall candles, and by the time the candle burns all the way down, it's kind of like a signal for the guests to leave. I don't know if you've ever heard of that.
By the complete lack of answer from
no,
his
that
body.
sounds very aggressive. Look at that guy.
That's what I thought.
Who told you that?
My cousin.
Whose house were you in?
My
Did he light a candle and say, "Look,
Yeah.
I'm
Bring
going
out the really
Swedish."
small candle.
Yeah.
That was their excuse. Yeah, really small one, a really small skinny one. That was their excuse. So like, yeah, candles out. So
His wife was like, "Get the small candle, Pato's coming over." What is the story?
well, apparently that's what it was. And if you're having a good time, like you light another candle.
Yeah.
So
For you, is Spain
I-
like a wild country for you compared to Sweden? I have this impression that people from, Nordic or
No, not that.
not that wild.
It's
No,
still
not that
Europe,
I-
It's
Yeah,
still-
I was in some months in Argentina and Brazil, so Spain is
Fuck
very
yeah, that's
similar
right.
in comparison.
I forgot.
Yeah.
He lived. Well, you spent 3 months in Natal,
Yeah.
which is the most dangerous city in Brazil.
I read about it when I returned, which I'm glad that I read it before. I would have been paranoid.
Yeah, this is like the deadliest.
I was just a naive gringo.
Yeah. It's a beautiful city for sure,
Yeah.
but it's like one of the most dangerous if you go outside the resorts or whatever. And you weren't, right? You were you were with a girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
She was from Natal.
Yeah, she was from Natal.
That's awesome. That's a life
Yeah.
experience right there.
It was, and that's when the only thing I saw was, every apartment building was surrounded by walls and guards and stuff like that, but I didn't see anything other than that.
Any action?
No, it was very calm.
Yeah, because it's not a big city too, if I remember correctly. Natal, right? It's like a not a small city, but it's not like a major city, right?
It's for me kind of big, but I don't remember how many live there. Maybe 500,000 something.
Oh, it's kind of big.
So kind of big, yeah.
Well, I actually met a guy from Gothenburg, and which is why I knew where it was. And he said there's certain parts of Gothenburg that are pretty dangerous. I don't know if that's true, or if he was just trying to look a bit
Yeah, but
more
those
dangerous than he
areas,
was.
Batman take care of it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, well, we had like gang criminality is rising a lot recently in Sweden.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotta get those immigrants out,
But it's very segregated in Sweden.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
Right. I mean,
You did make a joke about blue eyes and stuff, so
yeah.
he was
Yeah.
he was Arabic Swedish, so maybe he
Yeah.
was on the wrong side of the tracks.
I watched Conan O'Brien, the comedian slash.
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
I've heard about him.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes people.
Yeah,
Barbara
exactly.
doesn't know. He has a show on Max that he goes traveling around the world. Bless you. It's fine. It's just a remote.
Everybody
controllers.
hold.
No, it's not a big issue. And there was this guy from Ireland.
I'm just trashing his apartment.
It's not a big deal. He went to Ireland and he met a fan of his that's from Ireland, and his name was Mohammed. And I thought it was funny that Conan couldn't believe that there was a guy born in Ireland named Mohammed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's like, isn't he Irish? Like,
He's Irish.
yeah.
He's like the Irish person.
He is the Irish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did a DNA test and he's 100% Irish. There's no.
He is the Irish.
Yeah. By the way, this show, if you guys like Conan O'Brien, it's a mess. It's one of the craziest shows. He's so rude to people. He goes to countries. He's so disrespectful to the. Went to Argentina. He went to a steakhouse and he put a steak in his mouth and this like a dog in the middle like a fancy restaurant. Everyone's a little upset about it.
Yeah,
it was
but
funny.
if he has a whole camera crew around him, I love when he's out there in public. I think that's when he's at his best.
It is
Yeah.
at his best, but outside of the U.S., no one knows who he is. So it's crazier,
I guess so. I mean, I think some people.
He asked for a graffiti painter to paint a mural of his in Argentina, which is him in the middle hugging Messi and the Pope.
That's hilarious.
That was hilarious. So there's a random mural in Argentina with Conan O'Brien, Messi, and the Pope.
I hope they made his hair extra orange.
Yeah, I hope so too. All right.
Man.
back to Sweden.
I talk about random. In Brazil, you had a lot of funny random names.
Yeah.
There's a guy selling oysters on the beach. His name was Taj Mahal.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, we like to come up with names. You know what? This generation of babies, they're all coming out with Italian names. No one knows why exactly. All of my friends are having babies.
Yeah.
Luca, Matteo. Why? No one knows. It's just the vibe that it is.
The baby trends.
Baby trends. But I think that's funny. And yeah, even in the favelas, it gets crazier. I think there's a
Do people
Luke
just call him
Skywalker.
Taj? Did people call him Taj or Mahal, or did they have to say the full name every time? It's Taj Mahal.
Yeah, good question. I think, yeah.
Or they're just
They should say
Oyster
the
Man.
whole
Oyster
name.
Man, come
Yeah.
here.
Oyster Man.
Taj Mahal.
Yeah, probably they just call him the Oyster Man.
Yeah, that's like his
Yeah.
second nickname.
Yeah, but that happens a lot in Brazil. I think
Dozen
that
layers.
happens in Latin America overall because uneducated people don't care about. And actually, what? I fucked up, right?
No,
I
no,
said
no.
something that was can be
No.
misconstrued as.
I just referring to all Latin America as just uneducated people. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm from there, and
Yeah.
I'm highly uneducated.
Continue.
I think it's just funny. I started doing a joke now that I'm from Brazil, but from abroad there is like a Nazi-based area.
The southern part.
Yeah, the southern
Yeah.
part. And that's uncomfortable. I don't know. I was going to go into it, but I remember we already talked about this in another episode.
Oh,
Yeah.
Speaking of baby trends, do you want to speak of baby trends?
Let's speak about the trends. Yeah, for the people who are listening to this point, they already know probably.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm going to be a dad, which is ridiculous. Everyone agrees.
Wait, click the horn thing.
I need to figure out what there is. Oh,
It's not even going to be recorded anyway.
No, this is. If I press with the mouse, it's not going to record, but if I press, this is going to be recorded. But now it's overlapping two songs, which is irritating.
God damn.
So I'm going to be a dad.
I was gonna do the fart sound.
Yeah, no, I don't know what the fart sounds are. There you go.
Yeah.
Daddy-o.
Say
No.
Daddy-o?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to be a dad. And something weird's happening because I'm telling my guy friends essentially, and I'm getting wildly different reactions depending on the person. Like you had a normal reaction, Andreas. Pato had the weirdest reaction today, but he was the first one that I told to. So
Today? What do you mean today?
to date.
Oh, to date. I didn't have the weirdest reaction.
Maybe for me because you were the first one that I told.
I also thought you said today.
Really?
Yeah,
Fuck
like
it. My accent
you react
all over the
differently
place.
every day.
I
It's
like
a different reaction.
I like this guy.
Fuck y'all. I told Pato at the first week that I knew because I needed to tell someone, and I trust Pato.
What was
which
my
is
reaction?
Hilarious. Huh?
What was my reaction?
You waited for my reaction, which was agonizing because I didn't know how to feel at that point. So I told you, and I was waiting to see what you would say, but you just stood there, and you're like, "Are you happy?" And I'm like, I guess. And you're like, okay, congratulations. Fuck you. This is weird. You didn't react, essentially. You just mirrored my... That's what I was like...
You were so distressed. You were so distressed before telling me. You're like, no, I can't tell you. I promise, Barbara, but I have to. But I have to tell someone. And you were like going like over and over, and you seemed like you were really distressed about it.
Yeah.
And so that's why I asked if you were doing all right. Sorry for checking in on you. Sorry.
No, but the reason I went to talk to you is because I wanted to tell. And it's hard to tell. I realize. Because, like, I feel if people know that you're going to have a baby, it's not weird to tell. But when no one is expecting that you're going to have a child, like, just coming off the blue and, I have something to say. I'm going to be a dad. It's really weird, you know? It's not normal. Hassan had a weird reaction where he just couldn't believe what was going on for like 2 minutes straight. And he was having like a small breakdown. I was like, but you're so young. What are you talking about? And I was like, you're freaking me out. But
how old
then
is
it was
this
nice.
one?
Same age as us. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, like 20 plus, 30, I think.
20 plus.
28, 9. I don't know. Actually, I have no idea how old Hassan is. I think close to 30.
Something. I would
32?
think, yeah, at least.
Yeah. Which is also, I think, our generation, especially the comedians. The comedians were the weirdest one to tell. Because, like, at my job, people my age have kids. It's normal because we have jobs. We have stable jobs. But the comedians, it's all over the place. You have people from everywhere, people who are struggling, people who are doing well. So you never know what you're going to get as a reaction for that information.
Yeah, exactly.
So
What's been your favorite reaction? Nate?
Xavi's up there.
Yeah, Xavi's
where he said, "I know," and I don't know how he knew, but he said, "I know."
That's really funny.
It was funny. That was reassuring when he said, "I know." I trusted myself in a weird way. Like he made me feel comfortable about it. No, it's fine. It's fine. Even though he's younger than me, it makes me feel.
When there's no reason that he should know, and he goes, "I know."
Which is funny when you think of it.
He didn't freak you out a little bit? He's like, he knows.
No, I looked up. Yeah. Leo had a funny reaction, but it was super quick because I had to go. I told Leo, his eyes just got super big, and he was like, "What?" And then he jumped up, but he was super happy immediately after. Like, it was a scare and happiness. Yeah. Like stacked. My dad had a weird reaction too when I told my dad, like I did a video call with my stepmom, younger sister, and my dad, and I told them all at the same time. My sister was super happy, my stepmom was super happy, and my dad didn't move. He was just frozen like a statue in place, looking at the camera like serious. Yeah, it took him a while to smile.
I think that's my dad's exact reaction to when my sister told him she was gonna have a baby.
Were they trying to have a baby?
It's a complicated story.
All right, let's not get into it.
No.
Let's not involve the cartel in this situation. I joke that Pato's family is involved in the cartel.
Actually, so my family's Mexican. I grew up in California, but my family's Mexican.
Yeah. Sinaloa.
Yeah, they're from Sinaloa. And no, they're from Mexico City.
Have you been to Mexico?
No, never.
So you went to Latin America, went to Brazil.
Narcos and El Chapo and all that.
You're just a big fan of...
big fan of
tunnels?
You're dressed like a white cop that works in Mexico City. Isn't he? Like, if he had sunglasses... What kind of
white? Yeah. Oh, like a white Mexican cop? I've never seen a white Mexican cop.
No? Or maybe just an American cop that goes to Mexico City for a mission. And he thinks these clothes are like...
Yeah, like
he thinks he's blending in into like society in Mexico with like a button shirt.
Yeah.
In shorts.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, growing up actually, because my dad has like kind of slick back hair, and also my uncle kind of we lived next to each other, and he also has like slick back hair. And then my sister threw a party, and it got like overblown, like a typical like American house party where everyone finds out, and then the whole school arrives, and then it got out of control, and then like this guy was like fucking with something in our backyard or something like that, and then
I thought it was literally fucking
no I forgot what he was doing, but it ended with my dad grabbing him by the collar and saying, "Everybody get out of my house."
Oh wow. That's a baller move. I love your dad, dude.
Ever since then, every one of my sisters and my cousin's friends thought that my dad and my uncle were part of the cartel. Like,
that's better than the candles.
You have a Mexican dad.
Dude, Pato's dad looks like he's working on the cartel. He looks so cool. What's your dad's name?
Oscar?
Yeah. I want people to go check his Instagram out.
No, I'm not going to direct people to my dad's
one
Instagram.
Of the best Instagram pages. If you're really dedicated to this podcast, go find Oscar Pato's
I'm
dad
definitely not going to...
on Instagram. He has some of the coolest rants about or sharing posts about political stuff.
I don't support this.
It is hilarious. Also, there's a really funny photo of Pato on his feed, where he has like a big hair and it looks ridiculous.
Oh, you mean my sexy hair on the beach?
Yeah.
Oof. Hey, actually, on second thought, go check it out.
Go check it out.
That photo is fire.
He's a great person. Pato's dad is a great person, and he's really interesting.
Yeah, he did really good for himself in the cartel too.
Yeah, he's stacked.
He made it up the ranks really fast.
Yeah. A lot of brie cheese, if you know what I'm saying. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I wanted to segue out of this conversation.
You suggesting that he swallowed a lot of men's cum
to get into the cartel.
So how did you guys meet?
I don't remember.
We met because of mutual Brazilian friends.
Someone asked me who are the Martinos the other day. So Martinos
Do we talk about the Martinos often on this podcast?
A lot. Yep. Like a lot. There are a couple of friends from Brazil, and they're those people that are like the life of the party. They invite everyone over, so they're like the center of the group.
Yeah.
Essentially, like they did a bunch of house parties in their apartment, and we met one of those parties.
Yeah. Well, we actually met at post-COVID when they started releasing us to the wild again.
To the wild.
Yeah, that must have been crazy.
Yeah.
With the COVID. I was in Sweden.
Oh, you weren't here.
Oh, you were in
So we
Sweden.
didn't have any. The only restriction was like maximum people inside restaurants and stuff.
Yeah.
But you could just walk around.
Yeah.
If you wanted.
Yeah, they
No.
didn't treat you like animals like they did here. It was
Yeah.
nuts.
There were literally like police cars outside. Go inside.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And they would like question you on the street. I didn't get questioned once, but my roommate, my Finnish roommate, I mean these Finns, am I right? No, he got questioned like 5 times.
Really?
for no, like he has like such an innocent face.
He's a
like,
super laid back guy.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah, he's like, dude. One time he got questioned by like a group of police officers. They were like, "Where do you live?" Like he's like, "I'm just doing groceries. Like here's my grocery bag." And then at the very next corner, he got questioned by another.
Question again.
And he's like, "I just talked to those police officers. I'm not gonna do it again." And he just left.
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't get that bad in
No.
Sweden?
No.
Oh, that's good.
That
Here
is
was
good.
crazy.
Yeah. You know, actually, so all the fines that people received here, like if you got a fine for breaking curfew or going to someone's house and they caught you, all the fines were like deemed illegal, and you could like they were revoked. You
Oh
could-
yeah, of course.
yeah.
Because that
So
makes
none
no
of it
sense.
mattered. in
You
the
cannot
end.
create a law in like 1 month. It takes like many years to put a law in
Yeah.
place, I think. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't even know if that's true. I just said it. It sounds true, right? It sounds difficult to put a law in place.
That's
Yeah,
true.
like-
God, yeah,
Like
did
Joe
sound
Rogan,
true.
you say stuff.
Yeah, I
Then
just say
maybe
stuff.
they,
Yo, it's crazy how much I lie. I realize now because I listen to the podcast, I lie so much, dude. It's out of control.
Yeah, like the episode where you just refuted all his lies.
Yeah.
Oh, did you listen to that episode?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
listen to every. I'm a fan.
Yeah, he's a
No
fan.
way.
Yeah, yeah, he listens.
I feel bad about that episode too because I did it last minute and
I think there's a goal. Spaniards are screaming.
oh, it's the final of the Olympics
Oh,
right
yeah,
now.
the
Who's playing?
Olympics.
It's Spain versus
against
France. Yeah.
Oh shit. Big game.
Oh wow, I
We're
totally
doing a
forgot.
comedy podcast.
I'm feeling a bit of FOMO now. Yeah.
I'm feeling a little homo. All right. What else?
So why?
I want
is
more wine. Can I take a
Sweden-
break and get myself some wine?
Yeah, go get yourself some wine.
I'll be right
I have
back.
questions
You want
about.
another beer? I'll grab your beer for you. You have
Oh,
some?
yeah.
Another beer.
Will you make me a tinto?
Ah, gee, I don't know how to make a tinto.
That's fine. When you come back, I'll
yeah,
make myself
there
a
you go.
tinto.
Okay.
Why is Sweden so good at table tennis?
Every time I'm off the podcast, Pato starts some subject that is so boring, and I
It is not boring.
try to rush back as soon as I can to make shit interesting again.
No.
I don't know. That's a good question.
You don't. What sports is Sweden good at in the Olympics? You know, like you must know that, right? Maybe because fuck off, Gabriel. Maybe because Mexico has like 4 sports that we're good at, so I know all of them. I don't know what it's like for Sweden.
Yeah, so table tennis has been good, and what else? Yeah, we have this guy who keeps setting world records in pole vaulting.
Oh, he's Swedish.
Duplantis. Well, he's American, really. He's like a
Oh,
Swedish mother, but he grew up
the-
in US.
He competes for Sweden.
Yeah, because I think in the US it's really tough to get into the.
But if he's the best in the world, I think. You know what? I think he might compete for Sweden because I think Sweden might actually pay their athletes more for winning gold. So certain countries have deals with their governments, but because American athletes win gold so much that obviously, like I think it's like $36,000 for if you win gold, but for some countries it's like $400,000.
No, I don't think they get anything.
Oh well, shit.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about. I just saw I actually didn't see his like competitions, but I just saw like an Instagram reel about him, and oh man, come on, you're ruining a lovely conversation.
I'm just making it better.
But he was like jumping way over that bar, like he's crazy. And yeah, what else? Table tennis,
Swimming,
high pole vault.
Jesus, this conversation is boring. Dude.
Because you don't like sports. I actually find this interesting.
No, because this is a conversation you would have. Like, I was thinking about this.
Dude,
I hate
this is
small talk.
Genuinely interesting. I'm genuinely interested.
This small talk, dude. It's like the weather.
No, you're being an asshole. That's what it is.
Yo, how's the weather in Sweden? Let's talk about that.
Everyone knows it sucks. There's no
Yeah,
reason.
it sucks.
That's why I'm here.
Same thing with sports. You
Dude, no, I'm finishing this conversation. What
no,
other sports?
he's Swedish. Stop mistaking.
What?
It was a joke.
What? Is there any other sports? I'm sorry for my friend. I'm sorry for Gabriel.
I'm not gonna say anything now.
In the Olympics.
Yeah, in the Olympics.
Well, the fun with the Olympics is quite random. Like you see someone you never heard of before win a silver.
That doesn't happen for Mexico. No. We know exactly which sports we're gonna maybe win a medal.
Yeah.
And it's
same in Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil. Barbara gets crazy with gymnastics.
Beach volleyball.
Yeah, beach volleyball is nice.
We're in the final in the beach volleyball for men.
No fucking way.
And you're just casually in the final. See this?
Yeah, in beach volleyball. Barely have beaches or something.
That's
yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
That doesn't
all
make
immigrants
sense.
though.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, all immigrants from Latin America though.
These people are like super blonde, super Aryan. Yeah.
Let's go.
Second time you bring up the Aryan race on it.
I cannot help myself.
Yeah.
You guys must kill it in the Winter Olympics though, right? I would assume.
Norway kills it. That's
very Norway fucking kills it. I was watching.
They're insanely much better than we are.
Yeah. I was in Denmark and then TV was playing like a ski competition where they just go down the slope and jump. I don't know what competition that is. And Norway got like the 5 first positions.
I think it's the long jump. Is the skiing
long jump?
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't really watch the Winter Olympics or anything like that.
Yeah, that one's cool. It's when they fly like a squirrel.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks easy too. It looks like anyone could do it.
Yeah, I can do it for sure.
Yeah. You just go down.
It's just about. I only can't do it because I'm 5'5", you know. So, but if I were taller,
there are a few sports that I watch in the Olympics, which is like a couple of tries, and I could try I could maybe do it.
Yeah. Actually, I went to see the ski jump that you're talking about, the one in Oslo, and it was really cool.
You went to see live?
No, they just still, because they hosted the Winter Olympics like I don't know when, and they just they made that ski jump, or maybe they just had it, and it's really cool because you can climb up it. No, it was summer.
Oh, it was set up.
Yeah.
Okay,
because it's still there. It's
fuck.
Because it's on top. It's like near the side of it's on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
So people go there still, and it's just a really good view. And you can climb up not on the ramp itself, but there's stairs. And
is it something
really sick.
Anyone could do? Like literally, could you sign up and do classes for that shit, or do you?
I don't know. No, but we went there for
I understand.
Sight viewing. Right. I don't know. Dude, there's some sports in the Olympics.
Sweden. Do you know? Did you understand?
Yeah, I'm not from the
ski jumping community.
No. Yeah. But they have like a smaller.
I'm sorry. This is not funny. I'm very sorry. You have the what?
Huh?
What do you have? Not the ski jumping.
Yeah, I think they have like smaller to begin with for the.
He's just making this shit up.
With his accent, this song makes it even funnier. You're like a scientist or something. Yeah. Okay.
There are certain sports that I never know. Like, when did they start getting into that sport? You know? Like, when do people get into the scrubby one?
The scrubby one is crazy. That's one I think I could do.
What, are there 12-year-olds that are practicing?
Yeah.
this?
You know what we're talking about?
Yeah, curling.
Yeah.
Curling. Yeah. Like us three, we could be an Olympic team.
I think so.
If we really tried hard at it, like if we practice for like a week, I think we could go to the Olympics.
I think so too. We can make a whole documentary out of it.
Why isn't bowling in the Olympics? Now that I think of.
Good question.
Yeah.
Bowling is fucking an Olympic sport for all I care.
Yeah. You have table tennis.
Yeah, you have table tennis.
That's just tennis on a table.
Do they have foosball? No, right?
No, what the fuck?
They should.
Come on.
I would watch that. Imagine.
I think they were talking about having chess though. But there's like esports in the Olympics now.
No way.
Yeah, pretty sure.
There's breakdancing, which is pretty fucking cool.
I didn't get to see it, but I had it on my calendar.
Honestly,
did you see it?
No, it's today actually. It starts today, I think, the first few competitions.
It's just called like breaking, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But skateboarding and surfing, I'm so happy that it's in the Olympics. Otherwise, for me, it's just so boring.
Yeah. Gabriel Medina got bronze, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pedro Barros from Brazil. There's this guy. Did he get a medal?
He got. He didn't get gold. That's for sure.
But he got a medal.
Actually, I think.
He's an Olympic medalist.
Dude,
right?
I saw the final too. I think he didn't get gold. I think he got bronze.
All right. So the reason why this is funny is because there's a Brazilian guy who's an Olympic medalist in skateboarding, that Barbara hooked up with back in the day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
it sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
I
every
was
time we
watching-
watch
have to
the
compete with an Olympic.
with the fucking Olympic medalist,
Yeah.
and she likes to watch it too when I'm around. Which
Yeah.
is, see, I could do better. Fuck you.
Yeah, I was watching the skateboarding final, and the commentator said that like, oh, and this Brazilian Pedro from Florianopolis, which is where he's from.
My city.
And I texted Gabriel and I took a picture. I was like, hey, do you know this guy? He's like, fuck that guy.
I hate that guy. He's super short too. I'm way taller than him.
Yeah, well,
I probably would lose in a fight with him because he's more athletic, but he's smaller.
He was a
than me.
really good dude. He was so exciting to watch. He was really fast.
Yeah.
And that was exciting.
Back in my city, he has like his house. His dad has like a ranch, and they built like a skate park in that ranch, and they threw awesome parties. I was never invited to those parties, and all the girls went, and the rest is history. The rest is brie cheese.
I'm gonna make myself a teen.
All right, go for it. Let's talk something else. Let's talk comedy a little
Yeah,
bit because I'm
comedy.
actually interested to know a couple of things. Are you having like an ethic and practicing? Do you have a number of days you're practicing per week?
No, I tried this idea of like writing a joke a day, but
Really?
I don't.
How did that go?
Very bad. And also, did
All
you
the
go
jokes
on
were about-
Wednesday on the show.
Yeah, I went.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
gonna, but my plan is always to go those times a week.
Yeah,
with
of course.
open mic.
It
but-
helps to that those nights help for you to get some rhythm. So
Yeah,
you know,
for sure.
every day I'll go there, even if I don't perform, I need to go. Yeah.
But if I'm not booked, I'm like always thinking before, like I'm gonna go, and then tomorrow,
Yes, of
and
course.
then the same day, like I go next time.
No, you can't skip it, dude. But I've
Yeah.
been skipping a lot before. Like when I found out that Barbara was pregnant in June, I think I gave up on doing the twice a week. But my head is twice a week at least.
Yeah.
You know, if I could do more, I do more.
That's good. And you do Spanish too?
Yeah, because I didn't get as many English sets as well, because there aren't as many.
Yeah.
Like you have the 2 open mics,
Yeah.
but whenever I can't make it for a specific night on an open mic because I don't know, I have something else to do, I try to do a Spanish show now.
Yeah.
Because honestly, for me, my level of Spanish I can do as well as I do in English. You
Oh,
know, yeah,
Nice.
yeah. But it's weird because the Spanish audiences, honestly, they're just generally older. And my jokes don't fly as well.
Yeah, I can imagine. Your masturbation jokes.
They don't land.
Yeah.
Or my jokes about being an immigrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Franco generation.
yeah. All this stuff.
Yeah.
They don't like it. But the opposite happened. I saw last Wednesday. A really good Spanish comedian went to the mic. His first time in English too. And I thought he was gonna kill because I recognized him. I was like, oh shit, I know who this guy is. He has a mic in English, in Spanish, and all that shit. He's been doing it for a while, and his jokes were so good for Spanish people. And this crowd in English did not like him at all. He bombed.
Oh.
He bombed horribly. But his jokes were awesome. Like, they were really funny. But I think they were too hardcore for the Gen Z audience of the club, you know. Which happens to us sometimes, I feel, because jerking off is also doesn't fly well.
Yeah.
Jerking off does, but like...
Yeah, I think jerking off flies, but not like when you joke about babies dying. They usually...
He said...
I have a lot of jokes about that, but they never work.
Exactly. So he said was all about babies and like fucking pregnant women. So you fuck the baby and things like that.
I leave for 10 seconds.
Yeah, exactly. My subjects are way more interesting than yours. Fucking Olympics. What are you talking about?
It's crazy how genuinely upset you are about that.
Yeah, because this is a show. People listen to this. Leo gets upset if we don't do a good job. Leo,
I want feedback on how interesting the Olympic conversation was. I want feedback from the audience.
Send it to Pato.
Yeah, send it to me.
Or to his dad if you find him on Instagram. But yeah, the club is a different type of crowd. It's very young, very young crowd.
But I feel like if I compare to Sweden, our English crowd, they're very well behaved at least. Like I never get heckled here.
True. In Sweden?
Yeah.
How come? What did they heckle to you?
Well, there was a Friday and people that drink more than here.
That's fun.
So it was not like you suck. It was more like people who
like,
trying to be funny themselves and like have a joke where I brag about how good I am at masturbation.
Yeah.
And like that's mystery in my family because my dad was so bad, and then the oldest man be like, "How do you know that?"
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point of the joke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we don't get drunk people at the club.
No,
But because it's more of a theater. Yeah, you're right. The club gets a very special type of people, which are young, not that into like drinking a bunch because they're going to essentially like a theater.
yeah,
And they love the club. They come back all the time.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
last time I performed, it was a bunch of repeat people,
yeah.
which is interesting.
How much time did the audience have at the Swedish place to like drink before? Or did they arrive drunk, you know?
No, they probably arrived drunk.
Because people also drink earlier, I think, in Sweden, right? So if it's like an 8 o'clock show, they're already pretty.
Yeah, and I
hammered.
feel like what I see in Madrid, I don't see drunk people a lot.
No.
No. In compared to Sweden, if you like,
Compared to Denmark, I went to Denmark.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
compare it to there. The people are just fucking stumbling down the streets
yeah.
by 6 o'clock. You know.
I used to work in a bingo. And
Oh,
then,
nice.
like in Fridays and Saturdays, we'll open to 2 in the night.
Oh,
And then when I was out in the street, it was like
chaos.
chaos, complete animals, you know?
Not Gothenburg.
Complete animals.
Not Gothenburg, but Gotham City.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was the joke that I said about Batman before.
yeah, I
don't
got
think
it.
you okay.
I laughed at it.
That's right. But yeah, I feel like the Nordics drink way fucking more. You don't
Yeah.
drink a lot. I never see you drink at the club.
Me?
Yeah.
No, not in the club. I don't drink a lot, but
When you drink,
Yeah.
you drink.
no, not like I don't get that drunk so often. But
You're
yeah,
more
I
like
can drink
Spaniards.
beers.
It was my experience in Oslo when I went. It's they were like there are people during the day. It's like there's like 2 different types of people, or though there's every person is 2 people, and it's like their daytime and then it's their nighttime when they turn
Yeah.
into a different person.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
And that once they were drinking, everyone wanted to be our friend. They were like,
Yeah.
it was so easy to make friends at the bar, and they were like super interested in us because they were just like drunk, and I was like, wow, you guys just needed the alcohol to talk to me. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
Do you think it's like
Is that a problem?
Absolutely, yeah. That's a problem. And I think here people are better like going out.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
go out more and they can have like 2-3 beers and then that's enough.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But there is more. If you go out, you go out.
You go all the
and
way
like
out.
Fridays and Saturdays, all in for a lot of people.
I like that more. I think I went to a couple of bars in Denmark. I know it's not Sweden, but I went to a couple of bars in Denmark, and I felt like people were louder and going more to party mode
Yeah.
at the bar, which I prefer. I don't like going out to clubs, and I feel like Spain is more of a club vibe city.
Yeah.
I prefer bars.
It's sad, the reggaeton, how much it's
fucking. Do you guys feel the same? Reggaeton, whenever it comes up, like sound wise, it's essentially the same for me as visually the white noise on the TV. Like, shh, you know, when there's the gray screen.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. It's reggaeton for me, smell wise, is the same thing as
Brie cheese.
as shitty tequila and throw up in the corner.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
how it sounds.
Okay. So
Everything. Do they have a lot of auto tune?
Yep.
Whenever there's a lot of auto tune, I'm off. I hate that shit.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too. Even with rap, and I love rap, but whenever there's auto-tune, I tune out.
T-Pain.
But T-Pain is different. I
Yeah.
feel like. But yeah, I don't like the ones with T-Pain with auto-tune. Also, T-Pain, whenever he doesn't sing with auto-tune, he's a great fucking singer.
His
Why-
Tiny Desk concert, it's really
That's
popular.
crazy. Yeah, I remember putting that to my dad, and he's slightly racist, and he listened to that and he was like, this black gentleman knows.
Black gentleman. That's the word.
That didn't happen. I lied.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
But something sort of like that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I exaggerated a bit.
Fair.
Yeah, I could tell by his facial expression that he was surprised, but he didn't say it. You know, that's the reality of that story.
Yeah.
Do you know about Gary Shandling?
I know
Comedian.
his face, but I don't know his comedy. Yeah.
You know his face?
Yeah,
That's
he's a
surprising.
very,
From where?
I just seen his face.
Really?
That's a face you don't forget.
It is, right?
Yeah,
he looks
but-
swollen. Like he looks
Yeah,
like his
yeah.
face is swollen from
Yeah.
bee stings.
But yeah, I don't know his comedy. No.
Okay,
Is
it's
it
really
funny?
good. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah.
Second time I don't know him either.
The
Second
reason I
time you
said
bring
that
him
is
up.
because I said the truth of that story. And I listened to a couple of podcasts of his, and he has a TV show. Well, they did a documentary about him because he died, and his whole thing was like, find the truth. And like in comedy, you need to find the truth, and that's the funniest thing. And then when he was older, he would go up on stage and be completely silent for like about 5 minutes, which is crazy. He would just walk around silent in the biggest like theater that you can imagine, and then he would say nothing funny after it. You're like, yes, this silence is important. And then it cuts to like a comedian, like I don't know, like Kevin Hart or someone reviewing that and say, we don't know what he was trying to do. That it wasn't funny. Like he's fucking insane.
Someone did that on Kill Tony as well. But it was just 1 minute.
And he did a whole minute of silence.
Yeah, he did. It was hilarious.
But the people laughed.
Everyone laughed.
But he said something funny to back that up.
No, his whole minute was silent.
That's a kind of
funny. And even because he had like a look about him, you know.
Yeah.
And even after, you know, when they interview them after their 1 minute.
Oh, that's cool. Actually,
he was still silent.
No way.
Yeah,
he didn't talk.
He said one thing, and they asked him, "How are you doing?" And he said, "Good."
And
that's it.
And people laughed a lot at that.
And everyone went wild.
Yeah.
Good.
I bet. I try to be more silent on stage, but I get nervous and I fuck up afterwards.
Oh yeah, Kefra last night. I saw her for the first time last night at the Time of the Month show, and she's really good with like controlling her pace and her silences. Like she'll let it be silent.
Yeah. I think she's been performing for like more than 5 years already.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, Kefra, my neighbor. No, but yeah. Well, what show was that? The ladies' show?
Comedy? That Time of the Month.
That Time of the Month. Yeah. One of the best shows in city, I think, for Spanish.
The place
English
was
comedy.
Packed.
Yeah,
place was packed. I was very
consistently
surprised.
Good show. Yeah,
I was surprised because it's fucking August, and I was like expecting no one to be here. Like,
dude, the club is getting a lot of people. Like not a lot of people, like good amount of people. The open mic got about like 12, I think, last Wednesday, which is pretty solid. Yeah.
And maybe it also had to do with like there's the fiestas de Cayetano, I think.
Oh yeah, there's like a festival.
San Cayetano.
On. Yeah.
Because a Cayetano is just a street person, right?
I thought that too.
Cayetano.
Someone said Cayetano party, and I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, because my he's like Spanish American. He was like, yeah, my brother, he just hangs out with Cayetano. So like,
yeah, Cayetano. It is like
it's kind of like a street person. I don't know.
In Brazil, we call that like a playboy.
The same word?
Or like a Mauricinho, which I had a big discussion about this with my friend. Someone who's like coming from a rich family, so like a little bit of an asshole. We call that Mauricinho, which is like a little Maurice.
Because they're from Mauricio.
And there's no like reason for that. I searched for a long time.
Like a rich sounding name?
Probably like Lucius or something.
You know, speaking of rich sounding names, you know, I was doing a bit of like, you know, because I felt bad on some of the previous podcasts when you're like, oh, do you have anything for the news? So like I have something.
You have news?
Well, no, I mean, wait, don't. Oh, God damn it. He's way too excited.
Oh, wait. There.
With Link dying in the background?
Yeah.
Breaking news. I have to get my phone out. No, but it has to do with like rich names.
All right. While you take the phone out, let's try to be in silence. Let's see what happens.
Okay.
Were you waiting for me to break the silence?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna break it during the song.
All right.
So there, I found one of the news articles that I found was there's around 2,000 families in Spain that have like this legacy. Their name has like a legacy of aristocracy. Yeah.
Aristotle.
They have a legacy of aristocracy. Their family names, and so I just picked out some of the names. These are aristocratic Spanish last names.
That's fun because I need to name my baby. Maybe I choose.
These are last names, to be fair.
Fuck.
But yeah,
maybe you can get creative.
Brazilian, you can have
I can call him
First
Taj
name,
Mahal.
don't care.
Yeah, I can just fucking go crazy.
Your girlfriend, she's Brazilian too?
Yeah, we're both Brazilian.
Just go for
just fucking
whatever.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
So if you have any friends in Spain that have these last names, specifically, I'll just name some of the cities. Not all of them have a city connected to it, but
Yeah.
Aguilar Priego. It's like a double.
Aguilar.
Aguilar Priego.
All right. I don't like that one.
Alcalá. I mean, obviously. Yeah.
Alcalá.
Ducado de Alba, which is like, I mean, if Duke
These are
is in
just
your name.
The cities that probably Adrian have been to.
Yeah, shit. Oh, Osuna, which sounds like Osasuna, but
Osuna is not like a rapper name?
yeah, with a
Ozuna.
Z, but this is with an
a Z.
S. Yeah, he sang that SpongeBob song.
No way.
You know that?
No.
The reggaeton song where it uses the SpongeBob beat.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Medina Sidonia.
Medina is the Brazilian
I'm just wondering if any of these ring a bell for you guys.
No.
Bourbon?
Bourbon.
No,
That's also a
nothing.
funny name.
Contreras. Oh, so in Segovia and in Burgos,
Uh-huh.
Contreras is a aristocratic name.
All right.
Moya.
Oh, Sergio Moya.
Oh, who's that?
There's a comedian called Sergio.
Is he from Galicia?
It's Moya.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's royalty then.
Aristocrat.
He's a fucking aristocrat. And I think he listens to the podcast. We are Instagram friends.
Well, Moya in Galicia, specifically.
I don't know if he's Gallego. I don't think he's
And
Gallego.
from Córdoba and Granada, Carpio.
Carpio.
Well, just some
Alright.
interesting aristocratic last names.
Do you guys think like there's like a Spanish mafia? Is there such a thing? Because Italian mafia, yeah, we all know that. But Spanish mafia, probably,
That's
right?
a good question.
Because my
Yeah, at
mother-in-law is she's working at Opus Dei house, which is essentially like
Yeah.
you know what that is?
Opus Dei is from Da Vinci Code. The
Yeah.
crazy.
That crazy club.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah. That's my mother-in-law. She's
Oh.
whipping herself to death. Yeah. she's working in one of those houses as a cook actually, and it's like essentially like a religious club. Masons, like
The Masons. It's totally different.
is it? I don't
yeah.
think it's that different.
No, Masons are like something that like old people do in the U.S. It's like this club. It's like a club. It's like a frat house, but for like 55-year-olds.
But that's what Opus Dei
Opium Day
is. Yeah, it's like a club of older gentlemen that they only accept new members if they screen the person.
Oh, okay.
and, like,
Yeah, that might be similar.
and
yeah.
it's like related to the church, you know.
I don't know how
because
closely the Freemasons are related to the church. But
it's Catholic for sure. They have
Oh.
they have like religious values. Actually, Barbara's dad, I think he was in the Freemasons.
from the Freemasons
in
yeah.
Brazil, and he said it is like not really religious, but there's an underlying. It's like AA, where there's like a basis of faith to it.
Yeah.
But you don't
I mean,
talk about it.
I feel like it's just some things you do when you're like border and older.
That's literally what he said. He says, "I'm gonna join the Freemasons because I'm old. You guys are out of the house. I need something to do."
I mean, so you turned 40 this year. And
Yeah.
do you have any urge?
Do you want to join the Freemasons?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if you wanted to buy a motorcycle of it,
Ah.
but yeah, I guess one or the other.
Dude, again,
Yeah.
you're sitting here for the whole time. I feel like we're all 15-year-olds because
Yeah,
this is ridiculous what we're doing. But yeah, you're 40. I forget.
Motorcycle, the Masons.
The Masons.
You don't know which one yet.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fair.
That's true. Do you think
I'm not 40 yet, so
as soon as you get there?
39 and a half.
I thought you turned 40 already this year. Okay.
Yeah.
When is your birthday coming up?
November.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Is it is do you remember how you
Either
felt when you
that or I'm
turned
gonna die before. Those are my two options.
39 club? I don't think there's such a
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. It's too late for the 27 club for me.
Is it a different feeling than when you felt when you turned 30? I just turned
Yeah,
30
for
this
sure.
year. Yeah.
Thought it was
Okay.
depressing, but this is
This is more depressing. Damn.
this is much more depressing.
I was gonna hope you were gonna say something like it's better. Don't worry. Like,
But is it kind of like a relief? I feel like when I'm close to dying, I'm gonna be relieved a little
Yeah,
bit.
maybe.
Like, thank God I can
Let's
stop
see.
trying.
Yeah. I'll see.
You can stop trying before you die. Don't worry.
No, there's no excuse until
I just give up.
yeah,
The
just
moment
fucking
I
give
feel
up.
like-
Yeah. that's when I found out I was gonna have a kid. That kind of was a good part of it, which is like
you gave up.
You gave up. I gave up, kind of like kind of, which is
now
like
when I have a kid, fuck everything.
Fuck yeah, because like in my head, I need to do all these things before I have a kid. But now goal
Another goal
for Spain probably.
I'm gonna check the score.
But yeah, now that I'm gonna have a kid, is like pressure off. It's done. You know, whatever is in, I got it. Now everything I do after the kid is a plus. Like I became a comedian. Yeah, even after a kid. So it was like, fuck you.
Yeah, then I see.
And if I don't, it's like, no, I had a kid, so I have an excuse now.
Then you just have the pressure of having the kid.
Yeah, the kid itself is a huge pressure.
Yeah.
But I think like it's good. I needed something to focus on. I told this to Hassan, and he thought it was horrible that I said this.
Did like the Tamagotchi. I had the Tamagotchi. I was like 14, and then or 13. 19, 12, whatever.
Are you saying that's the equivalent of having a kid?
I'm just saying that it woke me up in the middle of the night because I was hungry, and I took off the batteries.
Yes. Just threw it out the window.
Yeah.
So you probably kill your kid if it screams too much.
Well, I don't have a kid. So
that's funny.
Maybe
like literally,
it would be funny if you said, "But I did." At one point.
I don't have a kid. I did. Then it screamed in the night.
Like literally just a couple days ago, we were talking about Tamagotchis, and that my friend apparently still has hers, and we'll check in on it like
really
like a couple times a year.
Oh,
but like it's like probably dying. Like she checks in on it, and it's just the Tamagotchi like a small like flash of light creaks open, and they're like, "Kill me, help me!" That's even better. Yeah. Kill me, please. Stop keeping me alive.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have a Tamagotchi, but
yeah. Oh, you can name your kid Tamagotchi.
Oh, that's actually a great idea. Tamagotchi Kubas.
Oh, is that Japanese?
Yeah,
that's what people would ask.
What I'm honestly scared about, if I have a guy kid, like a little dude. Yeah. And he's really into sports, and he hates like artistic shit.
His mouth is gonna taste like prostitute.
Fucking yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that freaks me the fuck out a little bit.
What, the sport thing or the mouth thing?
The mouth thing for sure.
Yeah.
A couple of things. The other thing that scares me is whenever he's a little bit older, and you have little friends, and the parents of those friends are a little paranoid, so they listen to my podcast to see what type of friends her kids.
If this podcast reaches to the ears of your kids' parents, I think we made it, and I think it's a good sign.
Yeah. I told Barbara this, and she said, "Stop being a pussy."
Hell yeah, Barb.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
The score is kind of wild, actually.
How much is it?
Man, I just closed out of it. It's 3-4. They went to extra time. 3-5, sorry.
Okay.
They went to extra time, so this is how the scoring went. It went 1-0 France, 1-1, then 2-1 Spain, then 3-1 Spain, and then 2-3, and then France tied it in the 90th minute, 3-3. And so they went to extra time, and then Spain scored one, and then they just scored another in the 120th minute, which is the last minute of the extra time. Spain won. After extra time.
Let's go. But do you miss Victor?
Yeah. What?
We don't mention Victor in any episode, and I kind of miss him.
Okay, well, yeah.
Huh?
Wait,
he's dead. He dead. Yeah, he dead. No. He dead like a Tamagotchi.
He died it.
He died it.
He died it.
He's in fucking Vietnam or some shit.
Mm-hmm. He's in Vietnam?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long?
Until the war ends. I don't know. It's happening again.
If you're listening, Victor, thank you for your service.
Thank you for your services. No, he's
your services?
Services, plural.
He's serving the men in the...
serving beer. No, he's having a good time. I saw his Instagram, and he's like riding bikes, reading books in the beach.
Yeah. That's nice. Lovely.
That's lovely.
With his girlfriend.
Yeah, for a long time too. I think it's like more than a month. I don't know how long he's been
in
out.
Vietnam. I thought you were talking to his girlfriend.
No. Yeah.
No, he hasn't been gone for over a month.
No?
No. No, I don't think so. Oh.
What day is it? Where am I?
He said he comes back on the 15th.
Okay.
The day that maybe I leave.
Wait, something I forgot to ask because Pato intervened in our conversation about comedy.
Yeah.
The writing a joke per day
No,
didn't
that's
work.
not happening. No.
But what happened? Because what made you stop? Because I tried that for a while. It like lasted like 3 days.
Yeah, I just keep forgetting or procrastinating.
Ah, okay.
And then-
It was more about that.
Yeah.
I just realized I started talking about the same shit every day. It was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is not good.
No, my jokes they come very randomly to me.
Me too.
Extremely randomly.
I think that's just the jokes are not
Just-
as common as you know.
It's hard to just sit down and come up with stuff.
It's not like a work
Yeah.
ethic.
Yeah.
I think it's the opposite. You need to do other shit, have life experiences, and then the jokes come to
Yeah.
you. Like travel or like whatever.
Yeah.
Have a kid. That's why I
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
kid.
Oh yeah, I thought about that. Like I've gained some kilos now
Yeah.
on the vacation, so I'm like, I want to lose weight to be more healthy
Yeah.
and better looking. But if I can gain some more weight, I have that like those fat guy jokes, you know.
Right.
And I'm kind of in between.
Up to
10
your reach.
kilos here,
Yeah,
10
yeah.
kilos there. Yeah.
Am I funnier or
Yeah.
How much do you
Or do I
care
get
about your
pussy?
stand-up career? You know, your
Yeah.
career. How much do you care? Do you really care about your stand-up career?
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
are you ready for
If
the
you-
brie cheese?
Yeah, you got to put in the effort. Get those
Yeah,
cheeseburgers. Grab that brie
This
cheese.
Honestly,
This is cheap in Spain. Here, so-
it's super cheap.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny because I think like the week you broke up with your girlfriend, we performed at the same night. And he looked super good right after you broke up because you had like a clean cut beard, you had a haircut, and you looked super happy too. I thought that was funny. And like he's so happy, and I look at you, yo, you look great. What happened to you? He's like, I broke up with my girlfriend. I'm like, okay, that's funny. I don't know if that was on purpose, but it was funny.
It does that to you. It does that to you.
I'm going the opposite route. I'm going
What?
baby.
Yeah, you're going all in.
I'm going all in, dude.
No?
No turning back. Yo, I watched that movie Boyhood. Have you guys ever
I actually
watched that
still
movie?
haven't. David, Gary Linklater.
I don't know, but you know what the movie is?
Is it
No.
Gary?
It's
Yeah.
a
It was
movie-
filmed over how many years?
Fucked. So the kid was 6, and then afterwards, I think he was like 22. So do the math.
So, 16 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Gee, that was very stressful. Doing math when it's recorded. Jesus Christ.
16 years of because like they did a movie about like a family, and they wanted to use the same actors each like every 3 years.
Oh.
So they waited for the kid to age, for the family to age, and it's Ethan Hawke, the lady that I forget her name. She's super famous, and I don't remember her name because she's a lady. And then the two children essentially, and every like 3 years or 2 years, they film a sequence of their lives as it is, and it's super emotional, like crazy, a great story. And it's the same kid growing older and older and older.
Oh, cool.
And the last bit of the movie is he's in college and he's grown up and it's crazy. You feel
Whoa,
like
it's spoilers.
okay,
Calm down.
all right. But it's a great movie. I got
everyone in the
emotional.
movie is the same actor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Ethan Hawke character is a great character. Like Ethan Hawke killed the movie. Like the mom. By the end of the movie, I remembered she's acting. That's how good of an actor she is. Like I forgot that wasn't a documentary. Ethan Hawke, I know because he's Ethan fucking Hawke, but the lady was like, oh wow, she's also an act. Like she's not.
Is Ethan Hawke that big? I love Ethan Hawke. He's one of my favorite actors. What do you know Ethan Hawke mainly from? I don't know if he
Dude,
deserves the title Ethan fucking Hawke.
That is good. The cop movies that he did like were really big.
Oh, Training Day.
Training Day was
Yeah.
huge
Yeah.
in Brazil. Yeah,
That was great.
You got that movie Blockbuster a couple of times.
That's an amazing movie.
Remember Blockbuster, dude?
I do. I used to love Blockbuster. Like
Oh,
the
wow.
experience of going to Blockbuster was amazing.
My boy, Blockbuster was
My boy.
Yeah.
was the
Like I would go with my cousins. I had a bunch of older cousins, and like it was a whole thing. And me and my sisters and my cousins, like I would like pick out my Nintendo game, and like they would pick out a movie that we would like then watch.
Watch
So then I got to
together.
watch like an older scary movie, like for older people, not
Yeah.
like my 9-year-old self. And that was a fucking awesome experience.
Yeah, the night of like your dad, my dad, like, let's go pick up a movie, and then we go pick up a movie, and then right after we get some food from McDonald's or something. We wait to eat the food while we watch the movie. Oh, those are good times.
Do you guys have Blockbuster in Sweden?
Not Blockbuster, but we had like video stores.
The equivalent of
And in that age, I could only couldn't dream of what we have now. But now I have so many options, and I cannot pick a movie. I'm like browsing for longer than I actually watch a movie.
Yeah, I don't watch movies. I just pick a movie.
Yeah, maybe watch 20 minutes. Like this, there's probably something better.
Yeah. No, I see what you mean. The endless Netflix scroll. You know?
It's fucking awful.
Yeah,
and also you don't get to see movies that you really want to see because there's so many offers on Netflix. Like I was trying to get like. What's the guy that made Grand Budapest Hotel? The director.
Wes Anderson.
Wes Anderson. I was trying to find the Wes Anderson movies and I couldn't, so I ended up watching like a stupid rom-com on Netflix.
Yeah, the thing, I just have a list now. I have a list of movies that I'm ready to watch at any given moment.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are a couple of those movies?
Do you want me to get my list out? I'd have to.
Sure.
It's literally like a list of.
I should do that list.
100 movies.
I should do that list for my kid. I'm excited about that part. When I get to start playing video games and watching movies.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like...
A couple of years down the line.
I don't like grown-up shit. Like, I was paying attention to that. I'm writing some jokes about this. All my entertainment is child entertainment. Like, the stuff that I like to watch.
Yeah.
Cartoons. I like the video games that are really easy to play.
So...
and you can be on the playgrounds now without being a creep.
Without finally being a creep. Pushing kids. It's my turn.
That can be. It's my son's Adora's turn. Taj Mahal.
It's Taj Mahal's turn. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read you some of the movies that I have? I'm kind of a bit of a hipster, man. I don't think you'll know these movies. This one was kind of big. It was in the theaters. Beau's Afraid. I never saw that one.
I kind of watched Beau's Afraid.
It's just 3 hours fucking long.
Beau's Afraid?
Beau is Afraid. It's a movie where, what's his name? This actor plays a lot of roles, apparently, because Joaquin Phoenix, where he plays like all of these roles. But it's a 3 hour long movie. So it's on my list.
I'll say this. Beau's Afraid. I'll review Beau's Afraid.
Yeah, okay.
It's as good as any idea you have like on mushrooms, well executed. It's perfectly executed, but it's an idea that doesn't hold up in reality. Like the concept of the movie makes no fucking sense.
I mean, I'm still gonna watch it, but when I'll make sure that when I watch it, I'll come back to this moment of the podcast
and you review it.
Re-listen to your review.
I propose for you to see it while high. I saw it sober, and it was hard to follow.
Okay, maybe.
Did you see Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
No.
That was also really long, right?
Yeah.
I saw it in the cinema, and like for the 20 less minutes, I started getting more like, fuck, I have to pee. It's gonna be finishing soon. Trying to hold in, and eventually I just panicked, fuck, it's gonna finish, so I have to go. Yeah. And then I'm leaving the bathroom, see people leaving the cinema.
Fuck, you lost.
I missed the last 2 minutes.
No,
the bomb went
3
off.
hours or something.
That's why I bring a catheter to me when I go to the cinema.
That's a good tip.
There's like a kind of an annoying trend that I'm not really on board with recently, that movies are just like getting longer.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if you guys noticed that that's happening.
I think for dramas, the perfect length for a drama is like 2 hours, 15 minutes, maybe 20.
I don't care. Yeah,
for comedies though, it's like an hour 45. I think for a comedy is like a great.
Yeah, that's a perfect amount of time. I just don't think. I don't know. I think movies are getting out of hand because they're trying to match the experience of like a TV show. It's like as many episodes as you can go for, and sequels. And
what do you mean? How many? What sequels are you referencing? What are you talking about? Like, I mean, this happened back in the day with like Harry Potter, The Hunger Games, Twilight.
Yeah, but I guess I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean, but there is a point there where it's like
Shazam,
back in the day.
The movie.
Which
I think
one?
Shazam, the superhero movie.
Fuck, dude.
The first Shazam movie was okay. And why did it do the second one, dude?
Who cares about Shazam?
Not a bad movie. Watch it.
I saw the first one.
Yeah, it's okay.
I didn't even know there was a second one.
Did you guys watch Deadpool?
Yeah, I saw Deadpool 3.
Was it good?
It was good enough. Good enough to watch. I don't know what you thought, but did you see it?
Is this a new one?
Yeah, they just released a new Deadpool 3. Yeah.
They know.
Yeah, I've seen the 2 first one. Yeah, those were great.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah.
But I feel like, again, no need for...
I think Deadpool 3, if you liked the second one, you'll like Deadpool 3. So
I'm sure. It's a great list of actors. Wolverine's back.
yeah, it's all
Human Torch.
There is a thing about Deadpool 3 though that I don't watch a lot of TV shows, but for some reason I saw Loki. You guys
but that's just a great show.
yeah, because I was
superhero
recommended
movie.
it so often, so I was like, fine, I'll fucking watch it. So I did, and for some reason Deadpool 3 it's just like
Oh, really?
a bunch of Loki references. So like if I hadn't seen Loki, I think
You
I would have
wouldn't
been
get
no, I would get it, but I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Like, what is all this? Because it's literally taking place like in the Loki place.
Oh, that's nice. I loved Loki, dude.
Yeah.
But it's just a good show.
Yeah, but they're like appropriating our religion.
Which religion?
Well, the Viking religion, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
that's right.
Yeah, but when I see like Thor, it immediately takes me out of the.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot.
I never thought of that. It must sound silly to you.
Yeah.
It must sound like.
Are you a practicing Thor follower?
No, I'm. My
There's no such thing.
ancestors would be ashamed of me.
There's no such people in Sweden.
No.
That, like-
Not even a couple remain.
Yeah, probably a couple somewhere.
Well, they're just really into Dungeons and Dragons. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably it's because of the movies, not because of their.
They follow Marvel.
They follow Marvel.
lore.
Yeah.
What's it called? Was it just North? We call in the United States we call it Nordic mythology. So I don't know what
Yeah.
you guys call it in Sweden and stuff.
Our mythology.
Just mythology. I guess. Is there a name for it?
Yeah. Asatron.
Okay, that's the name of the religion.
That
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Okay, yeah, it sounds way better than Nordic mythology.
I just remember when I was little, I wanted to be a Viking.
Oh yeah.
I used to live close to the woods,
Yeah.
and I would make little axes out of rocks and sticks.
Rape some Irish women.
Yeah.
That was his real goal.
Yeah, that was my dream.
Pillage.
Pillage the Irish. That was my number one.
Conan O'Brien there.
Yeah,
But
dude.
what made you want to be a Viking? Just
I don't remember the specific reference, but there
was
was
the
a
helmets
TV
or the
show.
singing?
I think I remember what it was. It was because this is stupid. It's because Lord of the Rings, the dwarfs. I really wanted to be a dwarf, and then I found out about Nordic mythology, and it kind of reminded me of the dwarfs, and I got really into Nordic mythology. I was
Wait,
like,
what?
yeah,
You wanted to be a dwarf?
dwarfs for me sounded like the coolest ones from the Lord of the Rings. And I know that's a crazy statement. I'm aware, but back then
They're literally moles.
I like it because it's like they're short, stable. They're like the tanks, you know.
I will say I like dwarves, but I'm just surprised that you like dwarves.
Every video game that I played, I wanted to be the tank. You know the tank.
I played World of Warcraft. Yeah.
Yeah. So the tank is essentially the strongest, like the one that could just go in the middle of the
takes
battlefield.
damage.
Yeah. That I always liked the type of character. I wanted to be big and strong.
That's
because
funny. I played a lot of dwarves too. I love dwarves.
Yeah.
Because they just like to have a good time and drink beer.
That too.
Yeah.
So they're funny. The first profession I always wanted to be growing up? A clown.
And then you ended up being one anyway.
And then a chef. And then I changed my mind.
You go through phases.
Yeah, even back then, my mom was like, every month you wanted to be like something different.
Yeah.
And you would drive. There was a period that I wanted to be a dog, and I walked around the house barking.
Hey man, some people are really into that still.
Yeah, exactly.
Does Barbara put a collar on you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Where's your cage? You hide your.
That's how the baby was born.
Oh. Well, it's not born yet.
Oh yeah.
Conceived. Did you play any games growing up? I know the Swedes love their games. There's a lot of, I don't know if you know, but I follow a lot of professional gaming scenes, and the Swedish are always there.
Really? My favorite game of all time is Civilization 2.
Oh no! Fuck that game.
Yeah.
So boring.
The Tamagotchi person that I was like, the same person they play Civ 2 to this day all the time.
Yeah.
I played a little bit of Civilization. I've mostly played a game called Red Alert more, like Command and Conquer, which is like a real-time strategy game. It's the same type of game, but yeah.
You know what? People that like Civilization are usually very like analytical people? Are you an analytical person?
Or historians?
Not historians.
What are you talking about? The whole game is about history and
Yeah, sure, but like, it's more about like statistics and like.
These are real-time strategy games, yeah, like StarCraft and.
It's crazy to play those type of like. There's no action. Like it's all like tables and like numbers.
I don't think you know what Civ 2 is.
No.
No.
All I see is like a very shitty graph of like a map of people like building like pyramids or some shit.
Yeah, but you make armies and you attack other civilizations.
Yeah, but the way you make armies is like putting a number in a box.
No.
I mean, which other game can you get nuked by Mahatma Gandhi?
Oh, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
How did you know what my kid was going to be named? You can be bombed by Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah, like if you play the hardest level, the computer gets super aggressive and like they nuke you all the time.
That's awesome.
Especially Mahatma Gandhi, like, the most aggressive one for some reason.
Really?
Yeah. Someone said it was some.
Never mind. It sounds awesome.
Some mistake by the programming, so he got the most aggressive.
That's awesome.
He was supposed to be like a pacifist.
Yeah, exactly.
What was your game growing up? Pato?
I had a lot, man.
But what was like if you had to choose like the game that broke your mind?
What do you mean broke my mind?
Like that got you into gaming, like not casually, but you got really.
It's in between. It's in between three. It's either Counter-Strike, World of Warcraft, or Super Smash Bros.
Those are okay. Super Smash Bros. I get, but those are really mature. Like Civilization as well is like really mature. I think for me it was like Donkey Kong on N64.
When I was younger, the Super Mario 3 played all the time.
Yeah, Super Mario 64
awesome.
for me. Yeah. Super Mario 64 and Majora's Mask.
Wait, which one did you say?
Super Mario 3?
Not Super Mario 64, by the way.
I said Super Mario 64.
Oh, okay, right, yeah. Wait, what console is that on? That Super Nintendo?
No,
NES.
Not the Super, just the NES.
The NES, yeah.
It's the one that you're a raccoon. The 3.
Yeah, you can be.
Yeah, I know. I know what it looks like. I know what the cover looks like. Yeah, it's Mario as a
orange.
raccoon.
Yeah. My cousin used to play that one, but I got the N64 and I went 3D graphics.
I did love the Donkey Kong one though too. Donkey Kong Country.
Donkey Kong Country was to this day one of my favorite games to play.
It's a great game.
It's an open world game.
I think back then, like it was just like games were just. They were fun the moment you picked up the controller. Like as soon as you started playing, you're like, "Oh, this is fun."
The menu, like the menu screen of those games, were playable.
Yeah. It was just great, and also like you don't need like an internet connection. You know, it's just like
configuration. Again, putting numbers, passwords. It's great. I hate those games. Games that are like technical. I get the fuck out of here. I'm playing Psychonauts 2.
Yeah,
you know Psychonauts.
I don't know. There was a 2, but I played Psychonauts.
Oh yeah, I'm not playing the 2. There is a 2, and which is like fairly new, but the first game, the menu screen is like this ball, and you walk around like the gravity stuck.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. Is it a brain or?
Yeah, it's a brain. Yeah. And you walk around the brain to get to the save game, load game, or exit. You walk around and I always thought that would be interesting to like make a website.
There are websites like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
You can make it on J3.
Peg Mafia.
JPEG Mafia. How long have we been going on?
100 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. Should we end it?
Well,
I don't want. I'm having fun, but I think that.
Do you want, at the very least, I had some other news stories. At the very least,
let's go for more news stories.
Yeah. Let's see if these were interesting. God, I hate you. Clicked the wrong one again.
I did. Yeah.
I guess we can continue. I only have 2 more news stories.
All right, go for it.
They're not even news.
What are they?
Breaking news. The Spanish flag.
Oh no. Where is this going?
I don't know. You know what's funny? Okay, I think I remember why I wrote this down. It's because the title of the article was I think I'm getting a what's it called? A reverb in my headphone or no?
No way.
No, I think it's fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
The title of the article was like, what all of the colors on the Spanish flag represent. And I was like, oh, that could be interesting.
Can I guess?
It's gonna be disappointing in the end. I just want to let you know that
the red. Yeah, the red is the blood of fucking Latin people. The yellow is the gold that they stacked up from the Latin people.
You're actually really close.
And the crown is just a crown.
Look, there's a couple of layers. The only reason I have this story on here, I'm not gonna lie, is because I read the whole fucking article, and I took the time to read it.
Yeah.
So I'll start by saying that the Spanish. No, I'll just tell you. Okay, so yeah, the point is, no, you need this piece of information.
Goddamn,
so
dude.
it originally
Speed
comes
it up.
from. Oh my god, dude!
Faster.
No,
You're taking way too long to read the colors.
dude, calm down.
What do the colors mean?
No, because you need to know this. It was actually
We
made
don't.
originally as a naval flag during the 1700s to better distinguish the Spanish Armada at sea. So really, at the end of the day, what does colors mean? Fucking nothing, because it was just meant to be easily seen at sea.
I prefer that. I think that's cooler than trying to
But
make
obviously, people have put meaning to the
Yeah.
colors later. And so some say that it's the blood shed by the Spanish in defense of their nation. The red, obviously, and the yellow represents the gold and wealth of the empire.
Hell yeah, Latin gold.
And others say that the red symbolizes the bravery of the Spanish people, and the yellow, their generosity.
They're such generous
Yeah, you know,
conquerors.
pillaging.
You know what? I keep saying Latin people, but Latin technically is the Iberia because it's what they spoke here before it's Latin. So saying that South America is Latin is wrong.
What?
Oh.
Makes
Wait,
sense, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't hear what you said.
I'm not going to repeat it. Do you see the sunset? It's almost done. It's barely there.
I mean, but if it is that what you said that Portuguese and Brazilians are Latin, then yeah, obviously, because if you take the definition
Yeah.
of Latin people, it's just
I
anyone.
actually
I
saw
have a great view here from the apartment. And one thing I'm jealous about is your balcony.
Yeah, the balcony is
You
great.
have a door because I have a very little apartment, and I think they made like 3 apartments from one.
Yeah.
So I have a balcony, like part of a balcony, but I don't have a door. So I have to jump out of a window.
No way.
My neighbor is the door.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, hold. I need to
That
get a better
is
visual. So to get in and out of your
dangerous.
apartment, you need to go through your neighbor's apartment.
No. I can go into my apartment by myself.
It doesn't need
No,
any
my
help.
my balcony, like I share it with my neighbor. So
Okay.
like
Oh,
have
okay,
half
okay.
the balcony, but my way out of it is through a window. Just like go through my bed out of the
Dude,
because he has the balcony door.
I think. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I think you're just using your neighbor's balcony.
It's not yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a good point.
I don't know what makes you think it's your balcony.
These old fucking buildings, like the architecture is so old. Like whatever they did to this apartment, it's crazy, right? It's great. But most apartments in Spain, they're like there are walls where they shouldn't be. But usually because the apartments used to be way bigger and they're like dividing them to get more people in, right? So these little boxes right here, they were used to be like the storage space plus the area that the doorman used to sleep in. But now, because there's such a high demand, they turned it into like apartments for people to live in. So people are living in what were
that's
storage
what
spaces.
I told you that.
Okay.
Walls where they shouldn't be. That sounds really funny. Like someone randomly put out walls.
I don't know. I just think it's weird. These buildings are fucking old. All my neighbors have been living here for the last 55 years. They're all super old.
Oh.
And they said that I'm the first renter in this building for the past, like, I don't know how many years.
Because they all owned it.
Yep. They all own these apartments.
You guys are the
and
first renting people.
In this apartment, literally? Yes. In the history of this apartment.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's kind of wild.
These people have been here since the war.
Since the war.
The Franco.
Yeah.
Oh, that one.
Did I tell you when I went to a fascist restaurant?
Awesome. No.
It was south of Spain. I lived in Benalmádena, outside Malaga.
Okay.
And we were going to this restaurant we heard about, but we went to the wrong one.
Yeah.
And then they had like Spanish flags everywhere, like heads from bulls and stuff. And
Oh.
there were, on every chair there was like a painting of a guy and a name. I was like, oh, who's this guy?
It's Franco.
Okay. Commander under Franco.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yo, really?
Yeah.
Wait, where was that again?
In Benalmádena, like outside Malaga.
Oh,
Close to Malaga.
Yeah.
But that's
Holy
actually more common than you'd think. There's a Chinese restaurant here that's a fascist. Really, is a
Fascist
Chinese-owned restaurant, and the guy has paintings of Franco all around the restaurant, and he loves Franco.
I thought you were gonna be like Chinese fascism that he loves, but it's
No, it's Franco, and he
Spanish
serves Spanish food,
Oh.
and he's a Chinese dude.
Can you hit the light? Because I think it's getting a bit. Is that the light for this?
Yeah, there's some bullshit that you need to do because it works with you need that remote that you dropped, and it needs to be turned on there. I don't know if it is, and then after that, I need to see if this is working. Oh yeah, it is. Oh shit. Oh fuck, that's
Are you okay there?
Yeah.
Oh, you can make it yellow or white light.
Yeah.
Why would anyone want white light? Like the only reason I understand like people get white light is because it's more it saves more energy. But
really?
Yeah, but I assume that
I don't care about that
because you can switch it. Yeah, it's way too technical to save energy. Anyway,
No,
you don't you must care about white and yellow. Maybe you don't think you don't realize it.
Oh no, I do care.
Yeah,
Like I care about the yellow, only yellow.
Yeah, only
I don't
yellow.
do anything else.
No.
Asians only.
only.
But the white one is better for work. But I don't need light when I'm working.
Yeah, it's daytime.
Yeah, and it's bad that my office is facing out there because during the mornings I get too much sunlight in my eyes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we're just having a conversation now. Should we end the podcast and go have a beer or something?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that
I'm
works.
done.
All right. So, toodaloo, everyone.
Toodaloo.
Thank you, Andreas, for
Is there
coming
anything
by.
that you want to
Plug?
Plug?
Butt plugs?
No.
No.
That's the plug.
Yeah.
I respect that. Well, yeah.
What is your Instagram, Andreas? What?
Yeah. Andreas _comedian.
Cool.
Not so
you
cool.
got that? you got that title on Instagram,
Yeah.
Andreas comedian.
Yeah.
_comedian. Yeah,
Nice.
I didn't know what to put. So.
Remember, he's 40, so
exactly.
he was probably the first one.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for coming
guys.
on. It was a lot of
Yeah.
fun.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I completely forgot we were recording a podcast for like a second. Just having a fun conversation. That was a great episode.
Yeah.